Hello and welcome. I'm Anti-Derivative Jill, and we're here today to help support Pop Culture Curator. He's got a very dire situation, and it seems like I want to thank everyone who's already donated so far. Thank you so much. This situation is serious enough that Gorilla's Random Thoughts is here with me to help entertain. And I'm also going to go through my top 10 Star Trek animated series episodes, and no, I have it in a sort of an order, but I didn't really get to put them in the correct order because I didn't have much time. But I got the episodes, and we can go through those, and we can also talk generally. And Gorilla, what do you have for us today?
Well, for people who want to donate here, I'll be selling shots here. You can watch me get drunk here on the stream. For $10, I'll take a shot. For $20, I'll take a shot of the stuff I don't like.
And so, how do you determine who is buying shots when they donate to the what is this called? The
Just
Give
send you.
Send Go. When they donate to Give Send Go, then you take a shot. Is
Yeah,
that right?
I guess that's the way I'll have to go with it because we don't have like the actual donations thing. Like an actual. That's the only way I can determine it.
Right, exactly. So that's how we'll like. So anybody donates $10 to Give Send Go, Gorilla is going to, I guess, drink.
Yeah,
But drink because he wants to. And
yeah.
we don't want him to drink too much or
I
anything, but
do. I do reserve the right to stop drinking at any time if I feel start
good.
feeling. But uh, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, that's okay. Just whenever, just
Uh,
definitely quit when
that,
you
that's
feel like
fine.
it. But we also have some
You're doing
friends here
good,
in the
buddy.
chat.
You're doing fine.
Mikey Sues 4 says, "Love you,
Yeah,
Pop, and thank you, Miss Jill. I spread the word about your fundraiser through a live webcam post earlier." Hey, thank you, Mikey. That's so sweet of you. And yeah, I had to extend
I
the
was
start
glad to do it.
time because my microphone was being a bitch, basically, and I had to just do a system restore. But the stupid recovery wouldn't work, so I had to get a recovery from a USB stick. Luckily, I had one, so it worked. And then my microphone wouldn't work either, so I had to smack that around a bit. Oh, and Phantom Boomer. The Phantom Boomer Explores is here. He says, "Oh no."
Chill. Language.
There was no other way to describe it, Mikey. I use curse words sparingly, but only when they are worth it.
Wait, I didn't catch a swear word there. Do I have to buy a lottery ticket?
I don't know. It's bitch isn't really that big of a swear word. It's kind of like a. It's,
That's a $2 lottery
I
ticket.
know it.
okay.
I, yeah, I'm just kidding. I was using that thing from the Avengers where it's like language. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was just some fun there.
I see. And that was like when in
It was
Deep
just
Space
fun. It
Nine
was
when
just for fun.
yeah, like when O'Brien says "damn" and then Nog says it, and O'Brien gets after him. Mark Harkness says, "Dang union drivers! The microphone should walk." Or is that what the driver did? Oh, you mean
Kapla
walk instead
bird.
of drive. Oh my god, the puns. Kapla to Bird of Prey 5. And hello to Sean Carter.
Hello bird.
Susan Dolan says, "At
Yes,
least
hello
it's a
Sean.
logical technical malfunction and not YouTube deliberately screwing
Right.
with the chat like on the last Friday Night Frolics." Right, that was really freaky. I think it was Beth Arstead. She couldn't get into the chat. That was she could make super chats, but nothing she wrote in the regular chat would pop up for a while. And
Yeah,
that
that's
was
that's
just the
quite
beginning of the.
demented. Yeah, that's quite demented. I've never heard
Hmm.
YouTube ever doing anything like that. But wow.
It begins. Yeah, that's when I first started the live stream. Mark Harkness is true. And here we go. Oh, I think Tony said he might be here. That reminds me of Tony because that's something Rick says. I don't know if he has the link. I think I sent it. I'll send it to him again just so he has a personal link.
Well, the person
Since
I had, yeah, I just want to say quickly, Jill, the person I had to join me earlier this morning when I posted my quick live webcam was Trusty Ape. So I know he's going to start spreading the word, and I asked him to, and he said he would. So I think
oh, that's
Tony will
great.
show up.
I don't even know
Yeah,
Trusty Ape, but if he stops by, the link is in the pin. The link to support pop culture is in the pinned comment, as well as the panel link to join the stream if you'd like to talk to us. And
absolutely. He's cool.
Bird of Prey
His name
5
is
posts
Daniel.
the.
He's really nice.
Oh, that's great. That's nice. Bird of Prey
Hey,
5
thanks,
posts
Bird.
the. Yeah, he posted the link for pop culture. Give Send Go. The code is
That's awesome.
GAM. The code is GAMX2.
Oh, I might have to sue Mountain Dew here though.
You want to do what?
Sue Mountain Dew here. I went and bought these hard Mountain Dews and then they made them zero sugar.
Oh no, zero sugar. You know what?
And
Zero sugar doesn't bother me as long as they don't put fake sugar in it. But that's usually what that means. Is it's
Uh,
fake sugar, and that's the
I
worst.
know. I'd be worried. I'd be more worried about the. I don't know what they use for alcohol in there. There's no ingredients list on the cans.
That doesn't sound right. You should know
Just
what you're drinking.
yeah, yeah. It's apparently I'm not supposed to drink these if I'm pregnant, but I don't think I have to worry about that. Ugh.
Um, yeah, I don't think so. I think you'll be okay there. Even in
I
these
think you'll be
days,
fine.
you'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I
Just
just,
don't get too inebriated, brother. I don't want to have to carry you home. You know.
I am home.
I I'm kidding. I
I'm
just
in my
said.
second. I'm in my second
I,
bed here.
All right.
okay, well, I don't want to
Yeah,
have to carry you out of the
Your
stream.
second bed. How many beds do you have?
I got my normal laying down
I
bed,
yes,
and then I got my chair
yep.
here that reclines.
Ah, okay. Agent Pepsi One says, "Hello, everyone. I donated, but I have no idea what the images showed. It just looks like something that should be there." Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that
thank you so much, Agent Pepsi One. He says to Agent Pepsi One. She says to Pop Culture Curator, "I hope you get better soon in
yeah.
the donations."
Well,
Thank you.
the one there's a it shows a brain on the a mass on the brain there. Uh,
Mhm.
it could be a cyst or it could be a tumor or it could be I can't remember what the third thing is. And the other one's a
Here,
mass on
let's
the.
look at that.
Let me just share my screen.
Yeah.
Jill.
Okay.
Oh, I already did that.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what pop culture's got going on. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But he is listening. I see in the chat somewhere. He is saying,
Good.
"I'm
Hello, pop culture creator. I know he said he couldn't work. He's
listening
that's because they took away his driver's license, but he is doing what he can to do so anyway, so that he can get.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh,
And
Last
all right.
chance.
you're cutting out quite a lot, Mikey. I'm so sorry. Susan Dolan says, "Do they have animated Star Trek series on DVD and Blu-ray yet?" They do. I have it. It's a really great set.
All right. Oh, it's shot time.
Oh wow, already.
Yes, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. And for our first shot,
Yay!
we got our prescription shot glass there. From it's the prescription's very inebriated. Refill
Mhm.
sure. You take one by mouth. Repeat until intoxicated. As many as you can stomach. And my doctor is Dr. Harold Feelgood. It's supposed to expire Monday morning. Oops, I got an expired shot. I'm
Go,
drinking
man,
Mexican.
go.
No. or mezco.
Oh,
Okay,
let's
next
go,
time you
brother.
do that,
Thank you.
give me more warning so I can do this.
Okay.
That,
So we'll get it together. And Bird of Prey 5 says to smack that mic. It was a bad mic. It was. It was a bad mic. It was a bad mouse.
It,
Everything was bad today.
it
And then,
needed a spanking, huh?
of course, every time you do a system restore, we've got to
oh
fix all your
no.
personal settings again. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Lots of
It
fun
just,
stuff this
it
morning.
just it just needed a spanking. That's all.
hmm
Yeah.
Agent Pepsi One says meant something that should not be there. And Oiler Greg, hey Oiler Greg, Grill is drunk already. As he drinks, he gets more
Hi, Oliver.
sober. WKRP episode reference.
Thanks,
W.
spoiler.
I don't know. I'm like Bender there. I'm like Bender from Futurama.
Oh,
When he gets
man.
it, when he has a drink and he thinks for 8 hours, he gets 5 o'clock rest.
Yeah.
That's right. He becomes drunk when he doesn't drink. Bender. Oh, I love Futurama. What a great show.
It's coming back, but
Oh, I heard. Is
Yeah.
David Cohen doing it?
I'm not sure.
If the original creators are doing it, it could it at least has a chance. But whether it has a chance to be as perfect as it was because it was so good, it's such a high bar to get to. I don't know. But I'll watch it. I'll definitely check it out. I
Yeah.
can't wait. Anyway. And Pop Culture Curator says, "Hello there. Thank you, Anti-Derivative Joe. You're welcome. We're all here for you. And obviously, wow, it's been going great."
Yeah, pop culture. Just remember, I don't sacrifice my liver just for anybody.
Hello, Herc 130. And there's Agent.
Yes,
Pepsi.
hello, Herc 130. Agent Pepsi One says, "For me, it was like that too. 1 out of 3 or 4 messages would go in the chat. All others error."
Error.
Man.
Error. Analyze.
Hello to Matt G. Hey, Matt G. Hey, Susan Dolan.
Hello, Matt
How are
G.
you guys doing?
Yeah, your biggest supporter right there, Matt G.
He is. Oiler Greg says, "No man,
No man
hates,
hates
errors."
Must sterilize.
I wish you could have been there for that one. You're great. You're great, no man.
That's hilarious. Thanks.
I'm listening. Thank you, everyone. Last chance to work.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
And yeah, and he's he's doing that.
We love you, Pop.
Even though they took away his license,
We love you,
he's still
Pop.
fighting
Yep.
for his right to
Hey,
live.
LDG.
Hello,
got
hey LDG.
What? Do with no sugar?
What
Hey,
do
LDG.
with no sugar, right? What is the point?
It's not right. It's a crime against humanity.
Honestly, I don't even like Mountain Dew anyway.
Oh no.
Driving and listening.
Well, okay. I'll say something
Gorilla
about Dew, but I don't want to say it right now. Go ahead.
Gorilla could. Oh wait, I'm so sorry. Did you have something you want to share, Mikey? Maggie, he is here with me, working on the patio. I have to go out and help him in a while. It's hot today. Wanted to write something that should not be there.
Well,
So that's Maggie's like significant other then?
No, I don't think so. I think I would know if Maggie and Agent Pepsi would.
Just suffice it.
No, I think she's talking about her. Yeah, her partner. She's talking about her partner, but he's not in the chat.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I was giving shit with Matt G. We got Pops a few weeks ago there.
Hey,
about that with Matt
hey,
G.
Gorillas, our fellow brother Resolute Germ is in the chat too. Resolute Germ.
Sweet.
Oh, and
Hey,
Tony's
Germ.
come in. Yay!
Yay!
I will when he comes in here, Tony, will, I'll put myself on mute most of the time because I love hearing his voices and stuff. He's so much fun.
And
Tony's a cool
yeah,
guy.
definitely. Sean Carter says Tony will be on soon. Hooray.
That's
Maggie says,
great.
have you heard? Madonna has finally accepted old age and is doing a greatest hits tour, says Agent. He says to Agent Pepsi One. Wow.
Hey,
That is
Maxie, are you
news
sure she's
from
not going to
Maggie.
walk there on a cane? Yeah, you sure she's not going to
Well,
walk there on a cane and start singing like the Virgin?
well, I'd like to welcome to the panel. Hello to Tony Stark.
Hello, hello,
Tony
hello.
Stark!
I just
He's
got up.
here. Hey, good morning. Hey, you didn't have to get on exactly when you get up. You could go get
It's good to see
coffee
you.
or do whatever you got to do. You don't,
Yeah.
or you could walk in here sounding like a Gorn. That works too.
Or we can do
Well,
the
my voice is shot because I did, 6 hours
Right.
of
You
karaoke.
were Star Lord. You were Star Lord last night. I
I
completely missed it.
was Star Lord.
Oh, what did Agent Pepsi say?
I
Oh,
was
okay.
Star Lord. I was Strax. I was Rocket. I was Yondu. I even threw in a little bit of Groot.
You could do Rocket.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh man, that's nice. Oiler Greg says, I'm gonna do 2 shots for the donation. Gorilla already made.
But yes, we're not
Oh,
we're not here about my karaoke stream or the fact that I'm at over 200 now.
Oh, congratulations.
We're
I
we're,
didn't know
we're
about
here
that.
we're here for pop. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. And now Gorilla, you don't have to worry about drinking it alone because Oiler Greg is drinking with you too.
Alrighty.
There you go. 2 shots.
you know what? Best of both worlds.
I am
Tony just
Groot.
makes an Irish car bomb. Give me a tick.
What's an Irish car bomb?
Whiskey and coffee.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
What is the point of alcohol-free beer,
Yeah.
caffeine-free coffee, sugar-free candy? Says Phantom Boomer Explorers.
Well, Phantom, that's what you get when the communists try to take it over.
The communists really that's the reason why we take out the vital ingredients to things that are usually defined by said ingredients.
Yep, that's like uh what do they call it? Vegan jerky. The, that's some
You have
common
to
shit
be
right there.
very careful about that. For some reason, they've been putting the meat-free substitutes on a huge display, and if you're not paying attention, you'll accidentally buy it, because there's so much of it available, and so that it never
Maybe in your neck of
the
the woods, but
inventory
it won't.
and the inventory of it doesn't go down. So you have to be like, no, this is not what I'm buying. This is not right.
Yeah.
So read your labels.
No, that's why I
Well,
make my own
Yeah.
jerky.
I was talking to
Well,
Teague. I was hoping he was going to be here.
yeah. What you?
I'm going to send him another invite. Well, let him know let him know you can invite. I'm gonna let you know you're on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Admiral Teague is welcome. The link is pinned onto the chat. You could send him a link if you wish. I have no
Yeah,
limits
she's
here
not pinned
today.
up there.
Let you been gone.
Are
I covered just about everything last night. Oh my lord, it was
Hello.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
like a
that's great.
cougar. Hey,
Yeah,
Well, well,
touch
that's
for
what
the
Madonna
very
would sing.
last time. Coffee. I'm Groot.
I am Groot.
The best thing about impersonating Groot is you can say all kinds of crazy profanities and offensive things, and no one will ever know
wait,
because
I
all
thought
you're
Groot was.
saying is
Well, you
I
really don't
am
want to know
Groot.
what he's saying because it might strike your video down. But hey, I am Groot.
exactly. Groot has the most secure freedom of speech.
I am Groot.
Lemon pie.
Oh,
Lemon pie. Hey, lemon pie.
there we are.
Hey, lemon, or
Hello,
I should
Lemon
say,
Bad Paw.
scurvy preventer. Scurvy preventer.
I'm glad. I thought I
Right.
blew my voice last night. Hold on, I'm gonna do the Morty test. Oh yeah, there it
Okay.
is. Oh jeez. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat earlier said, "And away we go."
And
And
away we go.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh jeez.
That made me think of
Okay.
you. Although I love 80s music and live music. Uh-oh. It's Jarvis. He's come to take us away. Okay. I tried unmeat taco last year. It was awful, says
what?
Phantom
What?
Brother.
Yeah. See, that's the problem with this vegan crap is they have to put so much salt in it that it tastes like crap.
Right. Well, that's the problem with all processed food anyway. They either put too much sodium or sugar to compensate for the lack of flavor that the item otherwise doesn't have. Hey, hello to Basil Battle Dragon.
Yeah,
Hey,
which is why I
Basil.
live in Canada. Basil Dragon.
I love you, Matt G, but I don't think I want to read about Taylor Swift and Madonna. Oh, hello to D. Jonathan.
Oh no, I don't want to know about that.
Yeah, indeed. You missed a banging show last night.
John, see you too. Cool. Hi, Deej. Good to see you.
My little triangles, they all greet me this morning.
Okay, so let's see what's going on here. No, nothing yet.
Those are my little triangles.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Oh, I forgot to mention here. LDG said if we reach $100 during the stream here, he has something special for us. I do not know what it is though.
Where is the link to donate?
Oh, it's at the bottom here. It's scrolling across my screen. It's also in the pin. It's also in the chat, in the pinned chat. So I have.
Here, I'll put it in the private forum.
That might be best.
Okay, yeah, but it's pinned. I could put it in the chat again if anybody wants it. But I guess sometimes some people don't see the pin. But anyway, yes. So there it is, right there.
Yeah. Apparently someone's going. Oh, yeah, I see what D said. Yeah, Pickle says great turnout. Then D just said he's gonna go shirtless. That's what's gonna hit. That's what Pickles is gonna do. He's gonna go around shirtless.
Well, he's giving away what it is. Okay. So
no, I don't know what it is.
Oh, is he going to jump in his pool again? But it's not cold, so it doesn't count.
Say if we raised $150, we've already hit.
No, during the stream. We got $10 during the stream.
Yeah, because if you donated for everything's already been donated, you're already passed out and getting into an ambulance.
Oh.
Hey, there's a reason they called me Nemo in high school. Well, they made the joke. It's probably more like Finding Nemo, but
$10 since you went live. How do I tell what's been donated? Let me see here.
I'm looking at the thing.
800. We got 868 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
there it is.
One would assume that.
Anyway.
Yeah, and LDG is $10 if you want to see me drink. And I got some tequila here with the worm. Which I'm gonna have to eat.
Wow.
I've got to step away for just a minute.
After these messages, she'll be right back.
You know, I was saving the worm for our short, but if I finish this bottle here, it looks like I got about 2 more shots in this bottle. I might end up having to eat the worm.
Well, I mean, I'm drinking now too. You said you were drinking only for me to find out you were told. I was told that you were out. That's not nice.
I was out?
Yeah. If you only have 2 shots left, I mean.
Oh, wait! You think I only have 1 bottle of booze?
Ah.
As soon as I run out of tequila here, I'll be switching to apple vodkas, and then after I
Ooh,
run out
that's
of
a
apple
rough
stuff,
mix,
I'll
pal. God,
hey,
my
hey,
stomach's full of flapjacks just thinking about that.
hey, it's not like I'm pulling out the butterscotch yet. Hey, don't worry,
I'm just gonna stick to my bourbon and my rum today.
yeah. No, but this tequila's not too bad though. It's made specifically for shots. It don't taste good mixed with anything.
Ray Lucard in the chat says, "Hope it's not the tequila from Poltergeist 2." I wholeheartedly concur.
I haven't seen Poltergeist 2.
It's a good movie, not as good as the first. Definitely a cash grab, but worth its salt.
Well, everything's a cash grab. Now, if it grabs the cash, is a whole different story.
Well, whenever you think cash grab and it's a sequel, 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
if it ain't like a movie like T2, I just imagine that person in the airtight chamber with the money flying around him, and
Yeah.
he's not able to like
Oh,
grab.
perfect example then would be Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. The first one was great. Second one is obviously not.
Okay, the first one was great. The second one is okay, not good, not great, but I'd still watch it. The third one was so bad, it about wrecked the first one for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Is
fun,
that
Nate.
because Paul
Pepsi
Williams
One.
was in it?
Have fun. Good to see you.
Okay, so okay. Okay, talk to you later, Agent Pepsi One. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for supporting Pop Culture Curator.
Thank you.
Once my brain cells are lined out, I'll sing a song for Pop.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to share anything you like. Just let me know what's going on.
Just let me. It's not that I'm just woke up, because I woke up and I'm also drinking a bit of the hair on the dog. I'm quite hungover.
Hey Jill, I got a warning for you.
Sure, what's going on, girl?
I had to told you. You told me to warn you.
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
Okay, and Ari Bavel, thank you. He bought so
Ari, I think it is.
Ari, Gil's brother.
Bamboo. It tastes like shit, but
oh, is that recommended by Ari?
$20.
It gets you there. I've had that before. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that definitely didn't look like it went down smooth. I'll tell you.
I don't know. I got it from when the restaurant closed, so.
Well, whenever I used to party and I ran my own bar, I had one rule. Don't waste the alcohol. I would pour you a shot after shot. As soon as you throw up, it's considered wasting alcohol. It's not in you. It's not keeping you drunk. You threw it up. I cut you off.
Yeah, this is a spiced rum.
Okay. I am here.
Oh, hello. Yes, hello, Deej. Welcome to the panel.
Or not,
right now,
right
at this moment now, for every $10 raised, I will slam some Fireball for Pop.
Oh boy, you're drinking weed eater fuel. We're all dying today.
Oh man, we should wait until Deej announced it, because he could have made him take a shot also.
I was gonna say, I have a pagan friend that says that anytime you waste liquor, it all gets in all throughout your entire life. It gets poured into one giant drink, and in order to get into whatever afterlife, you got to drink all of it first, due to all your party fouls.
Does that count when you spill your drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Welcome to the panel, Admiral Teague.
Hey,
hello. Well, hello there.
It's been so long. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Since right before I fell asleep last night. It's like we have a relationship.
I know, man.
Hello, Jill.
Hello.
And
Basil
hello to-
Battle Dragon
Oh.
says nothing wrong with bourbon and wine.
Yeah, did you see what
I
Jim
wouldn't
said?
mix that together. I would want an expert bartender mixing that together.
Luckily for you, I am one. That's one of my many skills.
There we go.
And Agent Pepsi 1 says she has to get back to helping Steven work on the patio. Love you all. Love you,
It's
Agent
good to
Pepsi
see
1.
you, Agent Pepsi 1. God bless you, and happy Memorial Day.
And Susan Dolan says, I recently found out my stray mama cat had not 1, not 2, not 4, but 5 itty bitties. So I'm feeding 10 cats. total.
Congratulations, Susan Dolan. You are the official owner of a hive.
Herc130 wants to know, Gorilla, did you pre-game the drinking game?
No, not really, because the reason that the live stream was I didn't do a live stream earlier today is because I had to go walk a half a mile through a parade route that stand while we did a ceremony for our fallen soldiers.
Oh, right. Yes, because today is also Memorial Day.
I wasn't laughing about that. I was laughing at Euler Greg's chat.
Of course. Yes, morning. Yeah, no, I know. It's all mixed up here today. But
And I had to do a double check to make sure that it wasn't June for Gorilla to be marching.
Right. No, but it's very important.
It just got to him.
Hey, Dee, when I do my personal time, my own business.
Women everywhere. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, Deej, what I do in my personal time is my own business.
I know. And I'm going to make the threat right now that if the goal is not met, I will truffle shuffle.
You'll truffle shuffle?
I will truffle shuffle if the goal is not met, so you better get that goal met.
I don't want to see that.
Oh.
No, there's not enough alcohol in the nebula that's literally made out of pure ethanol that's like 90 million light years across that could ever erase that from my head. Don't make it happen. Donate now.
Thank you, Germ. Thank you, Germ, for the donation there.
Damn it, now I got a drink.
Yeah,
you're drinking. That's your fault, Deej. You're drinking straight up like lighter fluid.
Oh shoot! I got to eat the worm today.
You're not even measuring.
That ain't a shot either. That was a swig. That was a tumbler, man. Jesus, maniac. Absolute maniac.
He doesn't have accent at all. That's for sure.
Oh my God! I feel sick just seeing that. I have to. God, no.
Oh. They want me to go.
Yeah, right. Euler, warning, Gorilla waving arms around wildly.
Donkey Kong mode, go.
I don't know. Should I eat the worm on the street? Should I eat the worm on the stream here?
At 1K, we should.
All right,
I gotta step away for a second.
The FBI is at her door.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What the hell? I'm on the big screen. Why?
Yeah, Rob.
Hold on. Because I can't
Open
track,
Gundam style.
and I gotta step away for a moment. So you guys have to.
I wish I could sing that. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Pickles, how's it going?
Pickles, you gotta have
What's up there?
to be up here.
Yeah,
I got this. Oh, okay, I got one. I can't get drunk or anything, but I can at least break the ice with you.
Yeah, Pickles, this is urgent, right?
I'm not.
This is urgent. This is really urgent. Urgent.
I'm not even supposed to be drinking, but I'm doing this for pop culture, damn it.
Okay, I got just enough tequila to keep the worm soaked, so.
All right, hold up. Let me see if I can...
Because it's Memorial Day, we want to dedicate this to all our troops overseas on station around the world.
You guys are with enough drinker.
Yeah.
Worry about your
pop culture.
Everyone that is stationed in both domestic and foreign, and to all of the ships at sea, we salute you. God bless.
We salute you all.
Yes, thank you to all of the past troops who gave us the freedom to be weird on YouTube.
Except for the people who fought for the Confederacy, you're not American soldiers, and this day ain't for you. Fuck off.
Hey, let's not start that.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
Well, if it wasn't for them losing, we would be screwed.
Right. I'm just saying that American Memorial Day is for American soldiers, and not alone.
Okay, but
Can you slide
Weren't
me
they still
over
Americans?
under Gorilla?
Well, by virtue,
we can celebrate America without denigrating other countries. Definitely on this.
Oh, this is part of our own country that I'm saying was just kind of wrong. Like, I think we all are happy with the outcome of the Civil War.
Damn it, Resolute. Are you trying to get me drunk?
No, this one was Teague's turn. The last one was Resolute.
I have to drink.
I'm drinking for every $10 that gets donated. So
yeah, you're all supposed to. You're not taking turns here.
I just threw $10 into the till, so if you check your total, you will see that Admiral Teague has checked up on the progress of this fundraiser. So you can all drink a little more.
Oh shit!
Yep, we're at 9:10.
I got to add a little bit more to the spilt list here.
Yep.
Resolute Germ, it was Admiral Teague who drove us up over 900 with my donation of a modest amount. I hope it helps. And I'm pleased to help out Pop Culture Curator, one of the smartest off the top of the head guys, just a walking library of knowledge and a charming man who loves animals.
Yeah, and it's Teacher's turn.
Yeah, I got to say that too. When I first met Pop Culture, I was completely overwhelmed with how much random information about pop culture he knew.
BOP 5
literally encyclopedia.
Yes, and I've said this before, and it's true. Pop Culture Curator helped me start my channel because he inspired the topic for my first live stream, which was all about DeForest Kelley.
Yeah, I listened to that. You reposted it.
Yeah. And it's a really good one. And
we
watched Stormville.
You know, I'm not too drunk, and I think I could do it.
Yes.
I think the song.
Wait a second. I think Mikey has a question.
Sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I just want to see it and say, can I go ahead and just read this one real quick? Okay. So, Buzzle Battle Dragon says, Memorial Day is a somber day of remembrance of Forces members who have passed on to eternal life. We have Veterans Day to offer thanks and recognition to the living veterans. I applaud you, Basil. Thank you. That is absolutely the point of this, as well as helping Pop out today. So
right. So
someone is breathing directly into their mic, but yes, thank you for the services.
I thought they were out in the wind.
That's LDG didn't put his damn tribble on his microphone again.
If you're,
I'm literally looking for the tribble right now. Sorry.
If the soldier that you're thinking of is still with us, their day is November 11th. That's Veterans Day. Memorial Day is for those who have passed.
Memorial Day is for everybody on the wall, my friends. On the wall and in the Tomb of the Unknown.
Oh, well, I'm the first person in 3 generations not to serve in combat in my family, and I got to say, thank the other 2 generations for making that not a problem. You know, I didn't have to.
Hey, Germ has a good suggestion here. He says, save the worm for a 1K. Seeing you vomit will be the reward.
Oh, save the worm for 1K. Seeing you vomit will be the reward. Okay. All right.
All right. Got it right.
Pop Culture Curator in the house. Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, he's around.
I'm gonna sing a particularly fun song for you.
Yeah.
I sung it at my karaoke stream.
I did, but I'm asking him if I could share what he sent me. I don't know. It's in my private DM. I have to ask.
Did you catch what I said, bud? I hope so. I think you'll like it.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna sing a particularly good song for him. I'm gonna sing "Star Trekkin' by The Firm."
Hey, can I join in with that one?
You can, but I usually have the one-man show with all the voices and stuff. I do both. I do both sides, but you can if you want.
We come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill. Scotty, beam me up.
Shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill, man. He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. Dead. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Yeah. That's Starboard Bow. Starboard Bow. Starboard Bow. Click it on the Starboard Bow. Scrape him off, Jim. On second thought, I cannot hit that high note this morning.
Scrape them off, Jim.
All right.
Oh my God.
Scrape them off, Jim.
Okay, Bird of Prey 5 says, Decoration Day. Now Memorial Day is a special celebration to honor our veterans and remember those who died while in the armed services. It originated in the aftermath of the Civil War. Families and brothers in arms of the fallen on both sides of that conflict, North and South, came together in commemoration by laying flowers on the graves of the dead in honor of their sacrifice. The Civil War ended in 1865 and claimed more lives than any other conflict in U.S. history at that time.
Here I
Thank you, Bird of
rode
Prey 5.
to face the enemy. On in my battle to fight.
Can you slide me underneath Gorilla so every time he turns the camera on, starts waving his arms, I can turn mine on, stick my arm up like I'm controlling him?
Wait, what do you want to do?
He wants to Muppet him.
I want to Muppet Gorilla, so put me underneath Gorilla. There, now,
All right.
now Gorilla, do your waving arms.
And I would just point out, we were a little behind. Bird of Prey 5 is absolutely correct on what he says and the origin. And the one thing I would add is, for some
I read it. Well,
yeah,
we're not behind. I read the whole thing.
Well, no,
Behind what?
I'm a little behind. I just wanted to say we were a little behind as a country because the name Memorial Day only becomes official in like 1994. It was Decoration Day on calendars and stuff until then.
Mm-hmm.
And I never remember it being called anything but Memorial Day.
Yeah, I'm too young to remember it being
too.
Decoration Day.
Greg
Well-
says the United States would certainly have attacked the South if they had not attacked the first.
I'm starting to regret bringing up that conflict.
Well, no, so the Civil War was an important milestone in American history. So,
But I don't
there's no
want to.
problem
I don't
talking
want to
about
divide. I don't want to divide people. I'm just going to say, as a
What?
son
What's
of the
divisive
grand.
about Civil War? Nothing.
Enough.
They're
What's divisive about the fact the country went to war with itself? I am a grandson from two different, or a great grandson on two sides
There's
of veterans of Grant's army. So I'm a son of the Grand Army of the Republic,
Mhm.
which is something I'm kind of proud of. They were an army that would set other men free. We should all watch Gettysburg tonight.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, sadly, I only know the history of one side of my family. We didn't come here until 64.
Are you Cuban as well?
No, I'm
No
Eastern
comment.
European.
That's a yes. Oh, okay.
I'm Eastern European. I'm Czechoslovakian, Bohemian, and a little bit of German. And then on my grandma's side, I got a lot of. I'm on 1/4. I'm 1/4 Native American.
I'm
I'll be
very
right back.
mild. I'm very mildly Native American. That's the only way to put it. What does Elizabeth Warren say? I'm not a tribal member, but I am a descendant.
Well, she used her Native American thing to get all the benefits, even though she's only 164 or one.
It was actually
1,064.
she's not outside the margin of error that she's not at all. I am 900 times more Native American than her at a whopping 3%.
Yeah, I'm like a fourth or an eighth. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I know I have a lot of a Native American blood in me.
My godson is 25% Cherokee.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a joke. Let's not get mad at this joke, but
Go for it.
Elizabeth only claimed to have a little Native American in her because she slept with one once.
Oh, that's an insult to the manliness of that Native American. She had a lot of Native American in her for a very short time. That's how we like to say that.
No, Admiral Teague. I always say I have enough Native American blood in me to claim some benefits, but not enough to get some of the casino profits.
Now let's be careful here. People like to go after Admiral Teague for comments on the Native Americans. I just want to be extra careful. But I grew up with. Listen, my sister is half Native American. We adopted her right off an Indian reservation, and when Thanksgiving was had at my family, it was a real recreation because I'm a little bit Dutch. One day we'll do a show on how ridiculous Admiral Teague's DNA report is. When you're an 8th generation New Yorker, things just happen. People like each other.
Yeah, an abbreviated history of Admiral Teague's family tree. Sounds fun.
Here's
Susan
Admiral
Dolan
Teague's
says-
one intelligent ancestor.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Susan Dolan says, "My dad." Oh wait, LDG, do you have something?
Yeah, I'm looking for something real quick. You guys can
Okay.
hear me now?
Yeah,
I got
we
my
can hear
triple,
you.
and I have my
All right.
first
Bring you up.
drink here.
Hail.
Oh man, cheating! Oh, all right, $5. Is that half a shot? Is that half a shot?
We got
This
someone
is stronger
new,
than what you're
Janet.
drinking.
Janet from another planet.
Hey, about threw up there, folks.
No, you spin it. You know how you spin it so it funnels down faster?
Yeah, that's an old trick.
Yeah.
That looks like a Japanese teacup.
All right, I want to thank Matt G.
15%.
What was it?
Yes, Matt G
15%.
Matt G donated $5. Thank you to Matt G.
So
Okay,
I'll
that's
do I got half a
Thank you, Matt
shot
G.
for Matt G. I got half a shot poured for Matt G.
that's a big swallow.
Half a shot.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's the voice of experience.
And also thank you to Mark Harkness, Ari Babel, Resolute Germ, Admiral Teague. So far.
Here we go with
Hey,
my
Matt
shot
G.
for that $5.
Right.
Admiral Teague has donated.
Yay!
Please let me off the hook on drinking on that
Yes.
one, okay?
You don't have to drink.
Thank you. I salute you all. I will smoke some legal marijuana.
I am not drinking either, so it is
Steve,
all a voluntary
Steve,
kind of thing here.
Did anyone ever
Yeah.
tell you that you kind of resemble Savick in this icon? Like the hair? You have like Savic's hair?
You know,
Savick,
this probably
Savick
is.
too. Robin Curtis.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is Savic's hair. I have no idea what happened with this avatar. I didn't make it. It was created by Fet for Hire.
Now
for it.
you know they dropped the aspect from the script that Savick was going to be a half Romulan because mixing Romulans and Vulcans together isn't the greatest idea, and that's why there's a certain pejorative term Admiral Teague is not supposed to use, but we'll say right now:
Yes.
the New Trek Vulculans suck. They both act the same. There's no point in having two races.
Well, when you're talking about the filth, you can use whatever weird words you want.
Oh, we're going to be getting freaking filthy. Have
But,
you
when,
seen the
but
new?
when we're talking about,
Have you seen the new crew that I've amassed to take on Strange New
oh
Worlds?
my god,
I've got
I can't
Padre.
even bring myself to even look at season
I have
2
a
of Strange
strong
New Worlds because
support
I already suffered through season 1. Why do I want to
here's
watch
the
season
thing
It
that-
wasn't that bad. I didn't find it that
Motherfucker.
horrible. Just
Here's the thing: we make it
out of all of
fun.
them.
Like we at least have fun watching it. And
Yeah, that's right.
I've got Padre, I've got PDB, I've got sometimes we have Hungry, we have JRRC 99, we have Stark once in a while. A lot of people, you're invited if you can bear it. But Comic Relief Crusade is there, Captain
you'll have to
Fang the
ask
Nerd
me.
is there. But I mean, it's a good crew, and like we just stop and like, okay, this is patently ridiculous. How they're using sound waves to gauge where they are when they're traveling at the speed of light.
Oh, they're doing
They're
the sound
overrun-
wave thing again?
Here's the thing.
Oh my
Sound
god.
travels at 300 miles an hour. What's the speed of light? Like 1.2 million miles a second or something insane like that? It's like, don't you think they're going to overrun their sound waves? Like, what good is it? Are we saying that there's terminal velocity? It goes the speed of light plus the speed of sound?
And thou shalt not add to the speed of light. That is against the rules.
Unless you're in the Delta Quadrant, where if you go
Yeah.
warp 10, you turn into a salamander and have triplets with your captain. Ask Tom Paris about that one.
Now wait a minute. If you're traveling at the speed of light and you're at the tail end of the ship and you're walking to the front end of the ship, technically you are walking faster than the speed of light.
Oh,
Number
no, that's
lines
the thing
aside,
that's not true.
That's not true. That's just
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Gorilla,
I've got the video,
Here we go.
but it's 7
Gorilla,
minutes
start
long.
again. We're
Oh.
controlling you.
if you are
That's
in a
just-
vehicle that is moving at its velocity, you are privy to its velocity relative to
I
everything
can't
around.
even fly this.
Got news
all right.
for you.
And also, Oiler Greg made a great point. He had members serve on both sides of the conflicts there. But also,
Anywho, I just donated as well, so it's time for everybody to get loose.
yeah, we gotta thank right now.
God, I'm already
Oh,
feeling the
okay.
first one.
I'm drinking rum.
Thank-
I'm drinking 50%.
Thank you, Tony Stark, for the $10 donation. So
How far are we so far to the 100?
let's see.
Okay.
10,
On another planet.
I want to play this video that's about what we just talked about.
And
The speed of light train paradox?
If I'm moving towards you faster than a cart, then my image should be approaching you exactly that much faster. My image ought to arrive earlier. But in reality, you don't see any time delay. In a near collision, for example, you always see everything happen at once. Horse, cart, swerve, bicycle, all simultaneous. But how would it look if it were proper to add the velocities? Since I'm heading towards you, you'd add my speed to the speed of light. So my image ought to arrive before the image of the horse and cart.
No.
I'd be cycling towards you quite normally. To me, a collision would suddenly seem imminent. But you'd see me swerve for no apparent reason and have a collision with nothing. Now, the horse and cart aren't headed towards you. Their image would arrive only at the speed of light. Could it seem to me that I just missed colliding while to you it wasn't even close? In precise laboratory experiments, scientists have never observed any such thing. If the world is to be understood, if we are to avoid logical paradoxes when traveling at high speeds, then there are certain rules which must be obeyed. Einstein called these rules the special theory of relativity. Light from a moving object travels at the same speed no matter whether the object is at rest or in motion. Thou shalt not add my speed to the speed of light. Also, no material object can travel at or beyond the speed of light. There's nothing.
Who's this guy think he is telling me what to
close
do?
to the speed of light as you like.
Yeah, right.
99.9% the speed of light is just fine. But no matter how hard you try, you can never gain that last decimal point. For the world to be logically consistent, there must be a cosmic speed limit.
How's that for transcanonical verisimilitude, huh? Carl
Well,
Sagan
you
laying
see-
it down.
you see, I actually have a few theories about relative speed per distance traveled based on objects of certain size, but rather than get into something completely and utterly theoretical, especially when I'm half-cocked drunk, I'll save it.
Can I tell a real
You're
life
already
story?
drunk? Oh my
Can I,
god.
can I
Just
tell
a
a
sec.
four? Okay, you go first.
All right, we gotta thank Tony Stark here. We still gotta take a drink for Tony Stark for donating. Thank you, Tony.
Although, yes, and I did also say that I was going to share my top 10 Star Trek episodes.
Oh, go for it.
My first one
Hey,
was
go ahead.
the Lorelei signal.
Oh.
So I'm not going to talk about the episode or anything. I'm just going to go through the slides really quick. And
That
we
woke
did have-
episode.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, this is the 10 episode.
There
But
it
it's
is.
not woke at all. The entire male crew is incapacitated because of these aliens. So the women have to step up and save them. And so that's fun.
Yeah.
And they use red symbols to do it.
Mm-hmm. The only
Yeah.
reason why
Well, maybe
it's
you
number
have to
10
pick
and
a
not me
spot.
higher, because it's great to see her in command. She's always been fourth in command in the Bible, and in the original series, we never really got to see her take command as she should have been. We always saw some random other person do it.
I think
And the cat
Moses,
lady.
wouldn't Moses be fourth in command in the Bible if we go that way, right? Like,
you
But
cannot
I
do
wasn't
that.
talking about
the
the
Star
Bible.
Trek
I
Bible,
don't know
yeah,
anything
yeah.
about-
I'm kidding.
Moses.
I kid.
All right.
Oh, that Bible.
Yeah, like,
Oh, I
what
get it now.
Bible? What Bible? All I know about the Deep Space Nine and Star Trek Bibles.
That's
Oh,
right. Admiral
I'll read
Smith put it together.
A reading from the Book of Cisco.
All right, we're
I love it. They
You're
fucked
donated.
around. They fucked around and found out with Uhura, huh?
And they did.
all right. Jill's not paying attention to the way.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
waiting.
No. Oh, I didn't know you were
All right.
even.
I owe people 2 shots and a shot of the shit I don't like. All right, so here's the first shot. I'm gonna space them out a tiny bit here.
Oh, there he is.
Here's the first shot of
Between swallows.
this. Here is the Dewar's
Oh my God.
white label blended
got-
Scotch whiskey.
Yeah.
Ew, it's blended scotch. No way. It's got to be
Hail,
straight-
Comic Relief Crusader out in the chat,
Got
my
light
good
in his
friend.
room.
Comic Relief
Ah.
Crusader is a member of the Saving Star Trek family. He's helped me break down Strange New Worlds. And wow, that shot looked like it really hit the spot.
Yeah, now it's Deej's turn.
You look like the guy who was drinking with Scotty in that one episode. What is this? It's green.
There's that.
Is that Fireball?
That's
Yes,
weed eater
it's
fluid. Yes, that is
Fireball.
weed eater.
Yeah,
In the words of Data, before he was an asshole, That is repulsive.
Oh, there you
That is
are.
absolutely repulsive.
Yeah,
Black
it is.
person.
It's Fireball, man.
Oh
Yeah,
God. Oh,
Ew,
God.
we need
Kick
a-
it, kick it.
Guys, how about if I just pour out some Bud Light? How about if I just buy some Bud Light and pour it in the sink?
Oh
You know?
my God.
Yeah,
as a
do it like
scapegoat?
Raker Steve.
No, what you're supposed to do with Bud Light is put in your transmission to the tranny fluid.
It makes good tranny fluid. I would say this. Ranker Steve has never heard the end of that commercial, and it's pretty innocent. People keep coming at him for it, and he's just having fun. It seems like we've gotten to a place where we just can't have a lot of fun anymore or be lighthearted.
Target practice.
Oh, that little
Hey,
mother.
Jay.
I hate this freaking
Yes,
character
yes,
now.
LDG. What's going on? You
Hey,
got-
sorry guys. Listen, I got a client calling. Whoa. I got a client calling, so I'll be right back. I'm just
Okay.
I don't want to mix
Yeah,
the audio. I'll
no
be right
problem.
back.
Understood.
Is that
See
like
you later.
yesterday?
Makes sense.
That's like yesterday when I ordered a pizza and gave my credit
Oh,
card
yeah.
and an apartment and address on the phone during the show.
Well, I guess since everybody is showing
Well,
us
now
something on the
everybody
air,
can. Now everyone can send you a pizza.
Not only that, but anyone could assume my identity.
I'm sorry, Tony. What's going on, Tony?
I said since everybody's drinking on the air, I'm gonna have to put the suit on and join them.
There you go,
Well,
Jill.
you know what, Tony? You don't have to drink. Actually, Mikey, are you and I the only ones not drinking here? Okay. Anyway.
Oh, thank you. There's the Enterprise. Way back.
Bill, you have my solemn vow that I will not get too wasted.
I will
Okay.
always have Lieutenant Uhura right here.
This is the captain. Transport room. Ready to beam up. Spock here, Captain.
Okay, okay, so my number 9 animated series episode. I'm not sure what order these are in until we get to the top 3. They're just in kind of a random order. This is the Pirates of Orion.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go get some shit inside. We got some weather moving in.
Oh, water? What do you mean water? Are you flooding?
Weather.
Oh, weather. Oh, okay. Thank goodness it's not a flood.
It could be.
Could be, right? It could be. But the Pirates of Orion, it was just a lovely, sweet episode focusing on the family of the crew and the stuff they would do for each other. And actually, this episode is really neat because it was written by a high school kid, and it got accepted as a Star Trek episode, and it had a lot of heart in it.
That's a good episode.
Yeah, it is. And I take a lot of slides.
You do.
Yeah,
You're the
really.
slide master. Are you the gatekeeper?
Oh yeah, and those are really great. The aliens were really creative in this episode also.
Are you a god? Well, no.
That's 9.
How's those shape one?
And Oiler Greg says, I have those communicators.
They are the best communicators I've ever come across, and I'm happy to say that I own one. And now I can get Deja Odyssey just by picking up my communicator. As long as it's unless they're New Trek communicators where they work on line of sight, everything is less good. How about those Kelvin transporters that can't transport you out of anything unless you have direct line of sight?
Don't you know in STP they just use the Samsung flip phones?
I want to say right now that if anything gets these creators in trouble, it's going to be their children's cartoon when they try to say something to kids. But I have a quick animated series question for you, Jill, since you're some of an expert on this one. We have that female cat-like bridge crew member.
Yeah, she's a Cation. Yes.
A Cation, yes. So when we see her quarters, does she have a large scratching post? And does she sleep? And is her bed round and on the floor? Those are
She does have a litter box.
It's true. I went to a convention and I took a picture with Mress. Her name's Mress, and she had a litter box sleeper with her, so she was ready to go.
That is great.
And the little litter scooper actually had a Star Trek Starfleet.
There you go. You got to see it.
I blew off most of the New York Comic Con so I could get my picture taken with Val Kilmer, but that picture is going to be a lifetime worth of memories.
Yeah, that's great. Basil Battle Dragon says my own uncle who served in the army during World War I days. And a cousin who served in USA, Texas in World War II. May their memories be eternal. And my family fought for the nation of Texas and the Confederacy
Amen.
and the United States. And I'm proud of all of them who served, says Euler Greg. And hello
2 out of 3
to the
ain't bad.
Comic Relief Crusader.
Hey, CRC.
The
Hey,
Future
Mike.
Boomer Explorer says my grandpa rode to Mexico with Blackjack to
You're like
chase
Blackjack.
Indians.
Okay, that is what's called the punitive mission. The Sancho, I forget who it was, but Pancho Villa was coming across the border and shooting up Texas. So we sent right before World War.
Villa.
Right, and we sent a bunch of American soldiers down there to chase him around, and that was the first ever motorized attack when a captain named George S. Patton in his Model A Ford drove by 5 banditos and capped them with his 45 caliber automatic. First mechanized attack in history during the punitive campaign into Mexico, and then we sort of determined by knocking out one of the rebel groups because they were obnoxious, they were attacking us. We kind of narrowed the competition to who would be the government of Mexico, right? We took one faction out of the game because they were attacking us. Don't attack us.
Yeah, and eventually Texas decided America was the way to go.
Gorilla, you are
Mark
muted.
Harkness says
For about 12 years, then they had to change their mind for 3 more and came back.
Oh, right, of course. They were
Gorilla has
an
more
independent
booze.
country for a while.
Let's remember Sam Houston's last words: "Do not leave the United States."
All right. This one here is Captain. He gave me one for the shit I don't like. There. Then we have one more there. I just had to run out because we got some weather moving in. I had to move a bunch of shit inside because my grill, the pellets don't like being soaked. And my lawnmower, for some reason, those electric lawnmowers, which do not buy, they're pieces of shit.
Yeah,
I
no
spent
kidding.
$300 on it, so I'm going to use it. So don't buy them. They're a waste of money. But anyhow,
Donnie.
here's the shit I don't like.
And here's a song as Gorilla drinks. It's been a long road getting from there to here.
People say I got a drinking problem. Ain't no problem
One
at
more
all.
I can drink any shot. I got faith.
I got faith.
Anyway,
yes.
I don't know if you guys saw me with the suit on, but I ain't putting it on again.
I saw it. I saw your
I
Iron
missed
Man
it.
suit.
Okay, so welcome back, Mikey, and also welcome to the stream, the Comic Relief Crusader.
My brother in Star Trek. Hi, Mike.
Thank you, Jill.
Hello.
Hey, comic
Yo,
shots next. We got Space Mountain.
Hey, I'm back.
Bit.
Just
You're right.
and
You
I just
drink
wanted to
until
say
your
my
liver is
friend
no more.
Trusty Ape is in the chat. Hello, buddy Daniel. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Hello to Trusty
Thank you.
Ape.
You're
Also,
never
hello
late.
to
Hey, we're having fun.
Oh wow,
Trust
Choctaw
the
Indian.
hello to Janet from another planet.
Hey,
And-
Janet.
And Mark Harkness says Native American, my mother's ancestors parked the ark. They also told Noah to scram
Damn
after
it,
poisonous
Janet.
spiders and snakes.
Bravo
Scattered
to
sorted
Now-
off. Bears, fine. Cougars, fine. Snakes, get moving.
If I'm not correct, the
Okay.
Choctaws were always in the Oklahoma area. I don't think they were removed. Like, for instance, the Cherokees, who are associated with the Southwest, they're from South Carolina. They were removed by Andrew Jackson. Yeah, Admiral Teague's useless history degree comes up sometimes.
Hey, no, that's great. Basil Battle Dragon says all good Native American Indians are the original backbone of America. Awesome teachers, very resourceful. When you read about them, you learn quite a bit. They taught people how to utilize.
Yes,
Good.
they saved the Pilgrims by teaching them how not to destroy their food growing it. And then the Pilgrims rewarded them by letting the rye in their silo go bad and all tripping out on psilocybin for a couple of years and acting really crazy and accusing each other of being witches. True story.
That sounds about right.
They found the psilocybin spores inside the silo and on old grain. They were tripping. It would take a
You know
very
what?
like
I
it was
just
a,
realized.
Go
What
ahead,
did you
Mike.
realize?
This is the first time I've been on your channel.
All right.
Actually,
We are
that's
up
not
to
true.
the-
Yeah.
All right, we
Is
are
it?
up to
Oh,
the
no, wait a
Comic
minute. No, you're
Crusaders,
right.
we're up to the Comic Crusaders donation there, but we are 45 minutes away from me eating the worm, according to Resolute Germ. So, just letting
That's
you know.
right. Act
Once
like
you
a
eat a worm, just letting you know.
have that there drink.
Tony, Tony,
Get nice and toasty.
Oh,
How are you doing, my brother in Star Trek? Do you feel like we aged 4
the
minutes for
worm is
every
great
minute?
for help.
Yes, we did.
No.
We suffered to bring people accurate Star Trek criticism. Someone has to document these crimes. People say, "Why do you watch a show you hate?" Because if we don't point out what's wrong, like no one will. Everyone else has walked away from this. A lot of people can't stand it.
Well, yeah, I can't stand. I watched it. I watched season 1, and the only good part about watching season 1 of Strange New Worlds was being able to talk about it with Clobbering Times.
That is
And
the only
then-
good thing about it is talking about it with your friends.
And then there was the time in which Admiral Teague, much like Commodore Decker, occupied the shuttlecraft and flew into the great maw of the Doomsday Machine that was New Trek over and over.
I'm gonna ram
and
this thing
over
right down
again.
I've been ready to die ever since I killed my crew.
Except if you go with next phase, when he flew in there, he time traveled back to Earth.
They say there's no devil, Jim,
That's
but
right.
I've seen it. Straight out of
Hey,
hell.
I need to mute myself because it's raining pretty hard, and we're getting a steady rainfall and some thunder here. Do I need to pause it or mute it?
We're not hearing it.
What? Oh no,
Yeah.
no, you sound fine, Gorilla.
By the way, Jill, congratulations on that Doomsday Machine stream. Did you see with that view count? Wow.
Yeah, it was really great. Thank you so much for helping me on that stream. It was
That was the fulfillment of decades of wishing to have a forum to talk about that episode, and I will always owe you for letting me be part of that broadcast. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it was
Admiral
my
Teague
pleasure.
is still an automatic F.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Have you
A question?
seen the fan film from Samuel Cockings from Treachery Yards?
Are you talking about USS
Fan film.
Essex? Essex is a decently
No, he
produced,
did.
but not well.
He did one
No,
that
there
dealt
should be
with
something there on Pop Space.
the
Hey.
events that led up to the Doomsday Machine.
Oh yes, I understand that there's like a younger Commander or Captain Decker fan film that's pretty good, and there's one with Wyndham as well. And if you want to see one hell of a strange Star Trek away mission, a part of his being thrown back in time, if you see the movie Summersby from 1991, there's William Wyndham warning everybody that they're going to be destroyed. He just shows up and screams and walks away. He's also in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the opening scene.
Cool. I want to read from our last few donations from Tony Stark at $10. She says, "Good luck, buddy. I know what it's like to be in dire straits. I'll pray for you." Thank you, Tony. And Captain Fandom Nerd for $20 says, "Take a shot." And I'm sure you guys already did. And Mike Lober, the Comic Relief Crusader says, "I hope you get better, bro. Love ya."
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're all caught up on our
Guys.
shots. So.
Oh yeah, I know, but I wanted to read what they had to say for
You're
Pop
caught up
in
on the
support of
shots.
Pop.
I'm taking my
Thank you
time.
very
I'm on
much.
Cardinal Sin later on tonight. I cannot get smacked.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway,
definitely.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh
I'm
my
not.
god, everybody's talking at one time. What's happening? All right, so Mark Harkness says, "Remember that New Trek runs at the speed of stupid."
Ludicrous speed. They've gone to plaid.
Hey, Lower Decks may be stupid, but I still enjoy it.
Mhm.
And Prodigy, it's getting my kid's foot in the door
Let loose,
for
everyone,
Star Trek.
Jackson.
So there's that.
The animated series does that too.
Yeah, but my kid, I got to introduce him to Prodigy before I introduce him to the older animation, or else he's going to lose interest fast.
You know, you want to hear
Oh,
something funny? This is actually kind of funny. And I just want to say it like this. They didn't really care what they did with these cartoons or throwing things against the wall to see what stuck. And my crew on Saving Star Trek has repeatedly urged me to check out Lower Decks. They're like, somehow a Star Trek-like show has slipped through. They're like, there's like 25 terrible episodes, but then they start to get into a groove, and they made me watch like 2 minutes of it. And this is the one thing I say is funny. They're looking at security tapes from the original Enterprise on Lower Decks, and so they're watching, the original crew, but what they're seeing is them rendered in the style of the animated series. So when the people from Lower Decks watch the log tapes of the 1701, it's animated series animation.
The only thing you can say for Lower Decks is that it is created by a fan of the show, but his kind of fandom is not necessarily my kind of fandom, and he finds in rapture in making fun of absolutely everything that Star Trek means and everything that Gene Roddenberry meant. He understands it all, and that kind of makes it worse when he steps on it.
When you
And
put it
so it's
that
a very
way, yeah.
schizophrenic show. You're going to love one scene, and then you're going to hate the next one. Love it, hate it, love it, hate it. And it can drive you crazy.
I don't want to watch
it.
it.
Same
But
vibe I got when I watched Guardians 3. It
Let me
was
just
the
say-
exact same vibe.
for my part, just very quickly, I don't want to watch any new Trek, but I kind of have an obligation. And when I have people that I trust saying, just check out Lower Decks, I've seen a couple of things from Lower Decks, and I saw an episode of that was the most tasteless piece of garbage ever to have the Star Trek label on it. And we all know the one I'm talking about. I don't even want to talk about what I saw, but I've been told that like they kind of
I didn't watch that one.
I've been told that they kind of got it together, and that through lack of being forced to stay on message and all the other stuff, that sometimes that show is Star Trek like. And I'm not going to say it's good. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
but
and I
have to watch
imagine
it.
that every once in a while has a nugget of it, but then they turn around and they make fun of it. They realize they know what we want, and they tell us, they're like, yeah, we can do it. We know what Star Trek is, and here it is. But guess what? We don't want to show you that.
I'm going to
I
make a
only
guarantee right
slogged
now.
through the first season, and that was pretty much it. I haven't seen the second season. I mean, I got a good laugh out of it at some points because, there are some points in Star Trek which is just
See, look,
pretty
Donnie
funny.
Pearson.
I'll
That
give
last
that
episode
much,
in the
but,
first season
when
was
you're-
really good.
Donnie
when you're
Pearson in
stepping
the
on
chat.
toes
Yes,
about what Star Trek
Gorilla.
is,
One at a time,
it's
guys.
like,
Pick who's going. Who has the
Alright.
thing?
Arrow Teak, the point of Lower Decks is to make fun of the stuff in Star Trek there, which is pretty humorous there. I love how they bring back a lot of memories, but they make fun of it at the same time. Like, they got the Magatu, but he had to sit there and rub his oar there. It's pretty hilarious there, especially if you know your Star Trek history.
Oh,
Well-
hello to Donnie Pearson.
Yeah, I was going to say Donnie Pearson in
Donnie.
the chat. Donnie Pearson in the chat is also kind of making some noise about how Lower Decks has a little bit of quality. Look, I have taken on all of Star Trek. I have made it clear I am not a fan of the filth, and I'll call it that. But I mean, I have to watch it and fairly assess it. So what I'm doing right now is
Definitely.
I'm trying to flush out season 1 of Strange New Worlds from my mind because it was just that fucking horrible. Mike, am I right?
oh god,
Hey,
yes.
I bet I could.
Oh no, I can imagine it's horrible. I'll only watch an episode if I have time to be on your show and you're asking me to be on, because I'm not going to do it for any other reason.
The
It
one
was
thing
a
I
piece of
Explode Teague's
receding
mind.
crap.
you know what I would like to ask you more than anything is if when I'm not around on Fridays. I know you have your own show, but maybe if you could take a break and jump in there for a little while with PDB when he runs the Delta shift. I think that would really be great for my show.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I know you guys
PDB
like
is
working
awesome.
together. He is.
Yeah,
You know what? When
we
I
work
listen,
well together, definitely.
John Carter makes a valid point. He says watching hours of New Trek to find
I love talking to
Trek-like
someone who's
moments is like sifting through what shit to find a peanut. Correct.
yeah, exactly. I love talking to someone who's younger and smarter than I am.
Can I explode
PDB
Teague's
rocks.
mind?
PDB was younger than me until I
Hello,
went back
Mr.
in
Van.
time and did a slingshot maneuver around the sun. Now I'm just 20 years old. Jimmy boy.
Pop Culture Curator says you guys are all incredible. Thank you so much.
God bless
We
you.
know
Pop.
we are.
hope
Can
I
I
was
now
already aware of
explode?
that, but I appreciate the validation, Pop Culture. You're the man.
Can I now explode Teague's mind?
Go ahead. Everyone wants
Only-
to see it,
The only decent episode out of Strange New Worlds.
right?
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
I
was
think
the
it was
last.
freaky. I hated that one a lot. The
I
only
know,
thing-
I know. That's why I said it.
Oh yeah, I
Which
hated
one?
that. I hated that balance of inferiority.
Oh God.
Balance of an alternate universe that
In
never
my
existed.
brain.
You know what? That wasn't even the worst one. The worst one was the one "Lift
Yeah.
Me Up Where No Pain Shall
I was
Touch Me,"
happy with
which
the
was
universe
about
after-
lowering. You can get a lot of information by reversing the title. Like the episode "Balance of Terror" remake is called "A Quality of Mercy," and there is no quality and no mercy in that show. Just like in Star Trek Discovery, the episode "People of Earth," there are no people on Earth in the show. They never go to Earth. And they don't deal with the people of Earth. It's more stuff in space. Just go with the opposite of what the episode title is. But the worst one was the one where they put the kid inside of the battery and sucked the energy out of him. And Captain Pike is not by the way, this episode, people said, oh, it's the Prime Directive. I'm sorry. They were equal technically. Here's a warp core. You learn how to maintain it, or we'll come back here. We have this thing called General Order 24. We can give you this power generator without interfering with your society, but you're on the Federation shit list. And if we don't pop that kid out of there, we're going to blow up your second largest city and beam him out of there ourselves. That's what James Tiberius Kirk says to those lowlives.
How does this cure work?
That was a terrible episode for all of those reasons, but also because they
showed a lot of it too.
They stole from Ursula K. Le Guin and did not even credit her.
That's what they do. This new show, Starfleet Academy, what they did was they had a bunch of people come in for successive pitch meetings. Then they took one person's pitch meeting, focused it through 3 other writing groups, and had them all come through, didn't buy any of their pitches, waited for the contract to age out. So the show you're getting was written by Gossip Girl and has Gossip Girl's production assistant writing it now. That's how Bad Robot and Secret Hideout do business. They steal your property, and they put your Kathleen Kennedy in charge.
No, Chat GPT would do a better job. Whenever I type in things to Chat GPT, it actually understands what Star Trek is.
And Chat GPT is not a commie with an agenda.
Also, Lord Thoth says Strange New World is worse than Discovery by a factor of 1,000.
I'm inclined to agree.
Which is worse? I don't know.
The episode of Enterprise Communicator, that episode really pissed me off, and I really wish that was the perfect time for them to actually, like, there was no Prime Directive, right? So why are you trying to hide? Like, why are you trying to follow the Prime Directive? Like, and then not only that, but they left the you remember the Communicator, right?
Are you talking about on a piece of the action, or are you talking about another episode?
No, on Star Trek Enterprise.
Okay, on Enterprise.
Communicator.
I'll be right back.
Which planet?
Where the chief? I don't remember what planet it was, but they went to a planet, and the chief security officer forgot his communicator on the planet. And then they ended up going back down, and then the planet, the planet government ended up taking Archer and the security officer and holding him. And they so they left. They used the Suliban cloaking ship to get them out of there. But they basically left that planet with an entire country thinking that the other country on the planet has stealth, all this technology, phasers and spaceships and all that. I'm like, you could have just there was no Prime Directive. You should have just said, yeah, we are outer space, and if you don't let us go, we're gonna vaporize your ass. That might have actually united the countries together in some peaceful way, but instead they wanted to keep to some stupid imaginary Prime Directive that wasn't even in place yet, and made them believe that the other side of the world is gonna vaporize them.
You know what? The Prime Directive was not in place, but that was a Vulcan rule that we find out. And by the way, Jill turns out to be right about Nexus Theory. Enterprise makes Nexus Theory impossible. Nexus Theory is fun for fans, and we do theories on my show. But as far as what you're saying, you know what? T'Pol is very good looking, and when she says you probably should just leave the communicator there, or we should probably not interfere. Like, you're gonna say, like, one part of me says to not listen to her, but a significantly smaller but more powerful part of me is saying just do what she says.
God, Captain.
But yeah, no, my worst episode of when you were talking earlier about the worst episode of Lower Decks, mine was the damn koala episode.
And the moment's gone. Carry on.
You know what? Like I said, I still have not tormented my eyes. Although you can listen to Saving Star Trek and hear the time that I poured hand sanitizer into my eyes because I was so upset with what I saw. Now I thought it was saline solution, but it was equally funny.
It's true.
And I just realized that I'm supposed to do this thing tonight with everyone else, so I guess I don't have to practice my guitar and ask people, should I play Kiss or the Ramones tonight at the open mic? Because I will only play. Yeah,
Hey,
there you
guys.
go. I know what you want me to play. So maybe Strutter.
Shut up.
I know.
All right. Hey, guys.
I want to make you cry.
You sung that brilliantly last night.
We
by
are
the way. It was good.
$45 away from me sacrificing my pride to singing
Bird,
It's Raining Men and eating the
yeah,
worm in
Bird
the
of Prey
bottle.
is
So
pitching
come
to
on,
Paul
guys.
to the decon.
I have a superpower. I can sing anything from Star Trek or any song by an artist from Queens. I could do Cardi B very well as the Ramones too.
I'm not interested in Cardi B today, but I do like the Ramones.
Nobody's ever interested in Cardi B since
Well, here's
2019.
the only thing
2019
I'll
was a long
say.
time ago.
Admiral
of Doom
Teague now
and-
knows for a fact
yeah.
that I cannot sing. Isn't that right? Wink,
You
wink.
can sing, you just can't remember to put your screen up to share it so that we can hear the music, you crazy bastard.
Hey,
After-
I wanted to make sure to say hello to Tiki of Doom. He agrees with me about lower decks, and so does Oiler Greg.
Bird of Prey 5. I want to just say,
Captain
I-
Fandom
Tiki
goes even
of
harder.
Doom.
Lower decks are
can I just say I salute Bird of Prey 5 and his sentiment right there, paging to Paul to the decon chamber, something that I hated and then came to love about Enterprise. I'm like,
And Miss Yvette. She's
It's
been
not a
going-
problem. It's a necessary function that they needed to perform in order to be safe.
you know what? Honestly, it makes the episode acquisition work, which is basically Die Hard on the Enterprise NX-01. It has Neelix in it,
Captain,
but not as Neelix.
But not
they're
as Neelix.
firing lasers at us.
Yeah, that's some of the funniest Star Trek dialogue where they run into people who are more advanced than us but completely inferior to them. Like they're firing, I believe it's a laser, and it's like, what?
Don't they know they can't get past
Oh.
our navigational shields?
I
Don't
think
they
it's
know
Data
that?
who says that. Yeah, it's like they won't get through our navigational shields.
Lasers.
And I don't know if I ever
Oh,
got this
wow.
out, but you guys, you did the Changeling, and then Saving
We
Star
did.
Trek did the Changeling because we're doing arc of androids and AI through the Final Frontier. And I guess the one thing I never got out is now the Voyager has some biological components, right?
What has biological components?
The Voyager
just the,
actually has some
Yeah, it does.
biological
The
components.
biomagnetic gel
biogel.
packs.
So
Yeah.
this is what my
Oh
theory
yeah,
here.
okay.
This is my theory here on the Changeling,
Yes.
okay? We know what Nomad was. It had no sci-fi magic when it leaves Earth, right? It's just a probe.
Right, it's just a probe sent out to look for life in soil, testing
Right,
soil.
now-
just a
now-
normal.
This is also an established science thing. Is the Dyson's space probe, not
Soil
Dyson the
sample.
vacuum guy. The Dyson sphere guy had another theory that if you launch one probe with the capacity to crash land, repair itself, and reproduce itself, you then have two probes that take off that do the same thing. And after a certain amount of time, you have like an unbelievable amount of probes out there. So GOM 2, the other, which is part of Nomad, when we reacquaint ourselves.
Think, honestly,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I wanted to hear the
I
end
was
of
just-
this theory.
This was
No,
my
Admiral
theory.
Yeah. Hey, Pickle, check the
Pickle.
private chat, will you?
I can
I-
just put this in the private chat, I guess.
Well,
Yep.
okay, you're saying that Nomad.
okay,
Well, I don't really
Nomad-
know. I
okay,
don't really
here-
know if Nomad actually encountered any biological life form. I
That's
think
not-
it was just a different. It was just an alien probe.
This is
that
what I
was
was
more
going to say.
advanced.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to overtalk you there. We have a little buffering going on, and we have a big panel. Here's what I was going to say: GOM 2, the other, right? Now, GOM 2 has a very similar name to Tin Man from TNG. It's two. What is
Is this
the
the
other?
same theory?
It's the same theory. The other probe that it crashes into, what is it, Turan or something like that? The one that Spock mentions
Right.
during the mind meld. The reason why maybe Spock is able to mind meld with Nomad, which is now a hybrid of Turon and Nomad, is that maybe some of the parts of the alien probe were biological. That's
It's
my theory.
possible. We talked about that, but nothing in the episode indicated that to be the case, even though we did end up with and the changeling being almost like a life form itself, according to Spock. So it's possible.
It would make more sense if the probe had combined with had some biological parts.
And Mark Harkness says Tanru. Yes,
Tanru. Thank you so much,
and
Mark
possibly
Harkness.
and possibly Gene Roddenberry agrees with you, because in the motion picture we do get a biological life form merging with the probe.
And right, and V'ger has to sort of create an emissary for itself rather than being small enough to be beamed on the Enterprise. And it does that with its destructive scan of what's her name?
Everything.
Well, everything it scans gets destroyed. We figured that out because when Spock is going around inside of the V'ger craft, he sees everywhere it's been, and that's the problem with Star Trek: The Motion Picture is that. Okay, well, it's bonded with the father from Seventh Heaven. It's killed billions and billions of sapient life forms. Let's just let it go. It's evolved.
No, it'll be fine.
It had a childish mass murder stage, but it's cool now.
I'm just
It's
going to
needed
point
a
out, though.
spanking, Admiral Teague.
Your child is having a temper tantrum, Mr. Spock. What do you suggest we do? Spank it?
I'm just going to
Well,
point
I
out,
think
though,
the idea was
Data-
that it didn't understand that it was destroying.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's
mean
still
it
under
wasn't-
the, it was still under the point. It was basically scanning as the Voyager probe would, but because it had gotten so much more stuff and stuff attached
You
to
send
it,
it into its save space, you give it
Now
a
s-
coloring book and crayons, and then you
Yeah.
hope for the best.
Somebody introduced there's a theory from the game that V'ger creates the Borg.
I don't believe that theory. That's
No, yeah, no. Yeah, I'm
right.
not,
I'm not
buying
saying
either.
I believe it either.
That was
but
pretty weak.
well, here's they fleshed it out well. It's that we see Ilea, right? So we know that V'ger fell through a hole in time and went to a different part of the galaxy. So if it went, say, to the Delta Quadrant and it went back 200 million years, it could have gone through several stages of evolution since it's been to the machine planet. And maybe at one point it needed drones and then it evolved again and dropped them off somewhere and they become the Borg. That's the game theory. It's not as weak as just saying it created them, but it's not great.
Yeah,
it's better than the show. It's better than the show's lore now, the new Trek lore.
Right. The theories
The
we come up with
Voyager
is way
probe-
better.
the Voyager
The
probe.
theories are clearly labeled by Admiral Teague as just theories.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division is here. Hello, Bruce. He says, "I'm looking at
Bruce.
Pop's X-rays. What exactly am I looking at?
Hi,
He's got
Bruce.
masses. He's got masses. He's got a mass in his lung and in his brain.
Oh,
and it's most likely, cancerous.
Oh no!
I hope it's not malignant.
Yeah,
That's what we're hoping.
Well, the only thing I can
either.
suggest.
That's what
The
we're
only
hoping.
thing I can suggest to hopefully take care of this is if it is cancer, the only thing I can suggest, and I know it works because I've helped several people this way. If you take the pit inside cherries, apricots, and what's the other thing? There's one more. Inside that pit, there is a seed, and it has a
Avocado.
B17. No, I don't think it's avocado. But
Pear.
anyway, there's the B17 vitamin molecule combined with an arsenic molecule. If you take a few of those a day, and I know it's very bitter to the taste, then it can eliminate cancer. Also, try colloidal silver because the size of the silver particles that are suspended in the distilled water is about maybe 3 angstroms in diameter, and generally it can penetrate the cancer walls, thus destroying the cancer cells. So try that.
I also heard mangoes and turmeric.
Yes. Oh,
Which
and
is the
cherries.
same thing.
Cherries. That's the other thing I was trying to remember. Cherries inside those
Cherries.
pits. So yes, inside the pit, you have to crack open the pit and eat the seed inside.
Personally, I'm working on minimizing, of shrinking down several exocomps to inject into Pop.
Because my mom had breast cancer twice, survived, and it totally disappeared.
And I assume you can get these in. They can do cold pressed versions of them, so you don't have to crack open seeds
I
yourself.
was about to say.
Well, it's better to do it fresh that way. So
I was about to say, why not just juice it up in a blender?
well, because the thing is, you have to eat it raw. It's better
Well, it would
if it's
still be
raw,
raw.
not
It would
processed.
just be more, and it would
And
be
I
easier to eat.
I
And
also
for,
heard
for
if
Donnie,
you get
oh, go ahead.
I also heard if you get a magpie and feed them after midnight, but you got to crack the egg before they turn into a gremlin and eat that.
Okay, so back
Yeah,
what I was saying about
Yeah.
Vapor.
Yes. Wait a minute. This Friday marks the 2 months passing since Donnie lost his dad. I'm so
sorry, dude.
Donnie, you have my deepest sympathies. I feel your pain.
Mhm.
Donnie, if you want me to do the parting glass for you at some point, I don't mind to. But what I was saying about V'ger was a lot of people think it's evolved. It's not an evolution. It's a machine. It's upgraded.
Right.
It's just upgraded.
I don't think it's the greatest theory, but when we talk, when you have an all-comprehensive Star Trek channel, you say, "Hey, some people have a theory," and you talk about it a
That's
little.
right. And you explore all avenues, and that
And
makes
some
sense.
some theories are better than others. Like there's a theory, because it's not on screen, that Captain Decker might be related to Commodore Decker. But if you go by the book and say the books don't count, well, then they just have the same name. But I think would anybody here? I don't think anybody here is going to say it's not his son, because Gene Roddenberry, who said the books aren't canonical, wrote that book, which means that do as he does, not as he says on that one.
Who did we lose? LGG.
Right.
Oh, we lost.
Probably got another client.
Yeah, probably a client. Okay, makes sense.
All I'm saying is V'ger is just the Voyager probe
Joe,
with bells and whistles.
I'm sorry,
Tony.
Mikey, what is the problem? What's up, Mikey? Mikey?
No, I was gonna say. Oh no! I was just gonna say before my bandwidth goes out again. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Me?
Yeah. Did you have something you need to share?
Am I going out again? Oh, okay. Thank you.
You probably were. You probably coming in and out.
Yes.
And I don't know. I haven't been able to hear much from you.
Hey, Mikey, you really got popped at Virgin Mobile.
I've been listening to a lot
there.
What is it? I'm so sorry, Mikey, that we can't hear. Can't understand you.
So what I wanted to.
Yeah. You're definitely out. You can't. You're not capable of communicating. I'm so sorry today for you.
I mean, to be fair, I have a clear signal, and what I say makes even less sense.
Hey, Mikey, are you communicating on a telephone, my friend? Is it as hot as a nuclear rod?
No, Mikey has to breach his Virgin cherry there for his mobile.
I'm not I am not quoting that joke. You know what? Screw it. Can you hear me now? Good.
Tom,
that made that awkward.
Okay.
Tom from Midnight's Edge gave me the best ever advice. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, please let me finish. Please let me finish. Okay, so what I was going to say was...
Well, you haven't started. That's the problem.
Discussing all these... Okay. What I was trying to say was that, I appreciate hearing all the Star Trek, the different series and stuff. But in my own personal opinion, and I might be just a purist, but everything after Star Trek Enterprise in 2005 totally sucks. So that's just my...
Oh, yeah, we all agree on that, I think. But, I mean, it's not a consensus completely. We do have Donnie Pearson in the chat who enjoys stuff after 2005, and that's perfectly okay.
I have to apologize also if I am lagging, that I am trying to get an invoice done on top of that in Photoshop because I just completed a 21-page website. So
Oh wow, that's
Oh,
great.
oh God, yeah. Jeez.
Ray
So I hope I'm
Lucard
not
is-
lagging.
Ray Lucard in the chat with some
I don't know.
serious Star Trek theories and lore.
Yeah, I've been reading it too.
And
That's
and
interesting.
if we're ever talking over you, Mikey, it's because we can't hear you.
Mikey, I want to explain to you. Sit down for a moment. Let me tell you about a man called Fred Flintstone. When Fred Flintstone attempts to go somewhere, for a moment, when he starts to run, he hovers in midair. Or even though his legs are spinning, he goes nowhere. And that's what I call the problems that we often have on YouTube. It's called the Fred Flintstone effect. You're speaking, but you're not going anywhere, and no one knows it. And then, like, we just drop in. It happens to me. It happens to Mike. It happens to Jill. It happens to all of us. But
Mhm.
your equipment seems especially to like to do it. You have
Do.
you have the Flintstone effect going on, as Admiral Teague calls it. It's a very technical term.
But my number 8 Star Trek animated series episode is the Territon incident, just because I'm a sucker for episodes where the characters get tiny.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, it's a fun take on astronomy, quantum physics, biology, DNA, and it's just a lot of fun because I like the shrinking stories.
Oh,
even
look
if
how
some things
cool. And
don't
look at this
really make
great
sense.
art. Look what Star Trek used to be
That's
hot.
what they redo.
This was just kind of dashed off and thrown out there to meet demand. But look how high quality it is anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
We get volcanoes and all sorts of special effects happening.
I love
Phil
this
Baker
show.
did
It
No,
very
I
goes a
good
got
little-
a few movies to represent or to recommend to you.
Okay.
If you like the shooting stories.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the
No, see,
Parents. Honey,
I've
Shrunk
seen
the...
those. The reason why I like shrunken stuff isn't Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's because of the Magic School Bus.
I like it
Oh,
because
gotcha. That's
like it.
wonderful.
Oh,
show.
Magic School Bus.
I like it because of the season of Archer where they shrink them down and put them inside someone's body, but they don't get them out in time, and the ship goes back to normal size and blows the person into jelly.
Yeah.
And what is it? Archer's like,
Hey.
oh, what's going on? This looks like
There's
a win
only
to
one thing
me.
I'll say
The
about the
crewman
Magic
that
School
has that
Bus.
long
There's only one thing I'll say. If
neck.
you can't put up
The
400 like
Is it M.
Frizzle,
Chris?
don't at me. Because there's that episode where she was like putting up 400 on the bench. I was like, if you can't put up 400 like Miss Frizzle, don't come at me.
All right. Hey, I got a question for the chat there.
I'll
Would
be
you
right
guys
back.
Want...
They just-
All right, can I ask a question? I want to ask the chat a question here. Would you guys want me to bring back my random thoughts with Gorilla here? So, and I could do that like maybe a couple times a week there. Whatever on my mind that week of the stupid shit that's going on. Just let
It
me
is
know in the
always
chat.
on your mind. It's always on your mind.
All right, well, let's check the fundraiser. Let's see if we have to take any more shots for the day.
I think you should probably slow down. Take him from
You
the
need
Oh,
to give your, you
take
need
him
to
from
give
the
your liver
resident
a break.
alcoholic.
By the way,
All
I have,
right.
Breaks.
All right.
maybe
All right.
Mike can answer this question for me, and Gorilla, your input's valuable too. We go on rants and go tangential on saving Star Trek. It's been suggested that, like chess players, we have a 3-minute rant limit when anyone goes insane. What do you think, Mike?
All right. But guys, I gotta
Which Mike?
stop you right here. D,
You,
Children
comic
Back,
relief. Sorry.
we're taking a major
Yes.
shot. We have breached the 1,000 here. We just had a
Oh my
All
goodness,
right.
no kidding. That is amazing.
someone was very generous, so I have to go find the players here to rip the top off this bottle here, because I am eating the the worm here for you people here, because we have reached a milestone.
Oh my God. An anonymous donator donated $100 for Pop Culture Curator.
So let me go find the
Incredible.
pliers here to rip the top off this bottle, so I can eat the worm for you guys.
Oh yeah, and I can share it. Hurry. Okay.
Pop the top again.
You can't what, You can't what, Jill?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Well, way to go, Pop! Way to go, Pop! You've got a grand plus like almost an entire 12-pack of beer in Canada.
There you go. Thanks
I
to
heard
beer
alcohol
tax.
in Canada is. I heard that alcohol in Canada is preposterously expensive, like cigarettes in New York.
Well, because our communistic kind of country right now has
Trudeau!
introduced or going to introduce a beer tax. That's right, enraging everybody in Canada and quite possibly causing another rebellion. Maybe that might involve truckers. I don't know. On top of that,
I thought
seeing how they like
everybody.
to drink.
Wait, aren't there already alcohol taxes? Like,
That's okay. Everyone loves
No, not really.
another sin tax. Yeah, I'm paying
yeah,
the
we got
alcohol
sin
tax
taxes
right
here.
now. It's called a hangover.
Yes. Luckily, I
Admiral
never
Teague
had
drank
them.
a lot of Jameson last night after having to watch a lot of
Beer-
Utrecht. I think
And
20
then
hours of
Admiral
Utrecht in 2
Teague
weeks.
came
Go
on
ahead.
some
The
live
beer is
karaoke
stronger in Canada, though.
and
They have to
rocked the
charge
house.
more. They have
This is
Yeah,
true.
I think I did a pretty good job on that Kiss song, huh?
You did great, man. You did great.
Admiral Teague can sing.
Yeah, it sings better than I do.
Well, by that point,
my
you
man.
had just blown up your voice like 4 times in a row.
I was fucked. And the earlier songs I did better, but then of course, whenever I do My Way at the end of the night, it's always on point.
That song was the #1 song in America when the week I was born. So now you know how old I am. But I just want to say, you know how lucky I am that the week before the #1 song was "A Time for Love" by Johnny Mathis from Romeo and Juliet, and I would much rather have My Way. And then like the number one movie was like Al and the Pussycat the week before, and then the week I was born, it changed to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So I just want to say, like, the world shifted cooler when I came along. Unfortunately, it was the first week without Star Trek in 3 years.
Well, this goes out to the Comic Relief Crusader, and this also goes out to Pop Culture Curator and Admiral Teague and Anti-Derivative Jill and even you, Gorillas, even though I think you've had enough to drink. Drink if you got them. Cheers.
Thank you, Donnie Pearson. I'm
Thanks,
not sure which
Tony.
comment you're referring to, but thank you. So, you know, it's a quality live stream when you've got Donnie Pearson in there.
He is the guardian of the Morphin Grid,
go.
the one best ranger. He's the best ranger.
True fact. The older daughter from Uncle Buck is like the goddess-like woman who appears to the Power Rangers in Power Rangers 1.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, the daughter from Uncle Buck is a little cuter than I thought.
Yeah, the daughter from Uncle Buck grew up to be pretty.
She had like a long career in like a family sitcom that none of us can remember because it was just inoffensive.
I don't drink. Not just saying. That's why I don't drink.
Oh, I drink,
Sorry
baby,
about
but
that.
I just
That might be
never on
okay.
the air. Poor Pop Culture Curator was the recipient of the one time I came on YouTube really drunk. And he was he was kind and forgiving about it too.
Yeah, I'm sometimes get a little too wasted, but here lately I've been on my best behavior.
What we've done here is we've designed a shock collar for Tony, and there's
It
an
is.
app on my there's an app on my phone. So when he's on YouTube and he's getting insane, I just give him progressively stronger and stronger shocks until he turns off the stream.
See, his starship is a geosynchronous orbit over the physical location of Stark Tower, so there's no escape.
I can see Stark Tower from my roof. If I went
That's
up there
an
right
incredible
now,
range.
well, you know, I've also traveled back here from the future to help you. I don't want to. I have to break this to you guys. You're in timeline B. He's terrible. I've been to time. I've been to timeline
again.
Is that why everything's gone so wrong?
The point of demarcation was after Infinity War. After Infinity War, there was no Captain Marvel in the timeline I come from. We have never heard of the creatures Brie Larson or Frosk. However, we did encounter them when they fell through the hole in time and attacked some of my crew. They are very dangerous and violent.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Bruce Lombardo says, as someone trimming beer out of their life, I can say I know beer pretty well. It just doesn't do anything constructive for me anymore. And that's good to cut it out. Yeah, I've mostly cut out alcohol too.
The guy who lives on the bench up the street from me would disagree, but I would say like he might be living testimony to the idea that statement is in fact true.
Yeah,
And,
I can enjoy a drink or two and then I'm done.
As I
Jill?
have this.
Yeah. Oh, are you ready, Gorilla?
Well, I was gonna say I can say I do not drink anymore, but I also don't drink any less.
Pour you a drink.
I'm
know
trying
what?
to get the top off of this fucking Mexican bottle, buddy. It's not
Maybe
working.
it's a
I figured
sign.
So then,
there was a
so
delay.
then that means in this timeline, I can sing.
You can sing. Not
And
only
in
that,
this
but
wow.
timeline, in this
No,
timeline, in
the
timeline
multiple-
A, I actually can sing. In timeline
There-
B, I can't.
there is a universe out there in which you can sing. Whether we're in that one is unknown.
you know the universe where Mike can sing is it's the bar downstairs from my house.
Are you
It's an-
lonesome tonight?
Hey, Jill, did you see my
Do
first
you
chat in the
miss me tonight?
Can you say that
Are
again?
you sorry?
Did you see my first chat in the private chat?
Oh, let me see. I should be paying better attention to that, shouldn't I?
Nah.
Is that like a little bit dyslexic?
I don't know
'Cause
what I'm
can't
supposed to
understand.
look at exactly.
That's a little
Well,
dyslexic
I
looking
told
there.
Ryan-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
try
gonna
to
sing.
sing them.
Yes, you can do what you. Yeah, sure.
Raining Men.
Oh my
Yes, I get- I
Lord,
see
I
that.
can't wait to hear this.
All right.
As soon
No,
as
but
you're
we're
ready.
gonna do that
Somebody
at
get
the
a
end
hold
of
of
this.
Raker Steve. I think we got his theme song about to be queued up.
All right, keep going with the thing. It's gonna take a while to get the cap off this fucking bottle because the Mexicans
He's
do
gonna
too
be
good
like,
job
"What
on
did you
the way.
say, Tony?" I'll be like, "It's Raining Men. Ain't that your favorite song?" Oh wait, that's Gary.
No, Pop wanted me to sing that because I sang Barbie Girl for my 275 subscriber stream.
There you go.
I still don't know what I'm gonna do is for my
Oh,
200.
Jill, good news. I hit
Oh, yeah.
80 subscribers.
Oh yeah, you told me
Hey,
about that.
Jill,
That's great.
I hit 80
100 is
subscribers
next.
on my channel.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
awesome.
almost, yes, and I'm only 15. Yeah, I'm only 15 away from 100. I'm at 85 now.
You're on the
Hmm.
road
So-
to 100. That literally is the hardest to get. So keep your nose right to the grindstone. Don't let it rub off. And you'll be at 100 before you know it, friend. Look,
So-
there's the episode for next week. Oh, wait, no, that's the animated series.
No, this is the my number 7 animated series episode. At least until I order them right later. But I think this
Time
is number
Trap.
7. The
Ah.
Time Trap. Yeah.
That's a
So
good, that's a
this
good
was a
one.
good
The
one.
time trap.
And
Sue
this
will
one is
be
just
causing
fun.
another timeline to happen.
And you know what? That's funny. This one isn't exactly. I don't think it's even a. This isn't even much of a. I think it's actually it deals with time really well because it has a time pocket in it instead
Oh,
of
hell, Dalek.
it's more of
Yeah.
traveling to another dimension where the crew has to
Hey, are you
escape
talking
from
about
it.
the one where they had to go backwards in that?
No, not yet. No, not
Not
that one.
yet. I like how friendly
This-
they made the
look.
Klingons in the animated series. They just look friendly, like you would be
Yeah.
go and meet them at a bar, even though they're Klingons, and at this point still pretty freaking evil.
You know,
Like
just
her
I mean, look at them.
the Klingons would be so much more happy if they lived in my building because when I go downstairs to the bar, like what's great is they lock the doors at 4 a.m. and they just whoever's there stays there. If you leave, you can't come back, but you drink until 10 when they open again. And it's free. That's
time. You
it's
don't
food.
have
There's
to.
a Gorn in the background.
you drink free
Yeah.
from 4 a.m.
Yeah,
to 10
there's the
a.m.
Gorn.
Yeah,
There's
there's
one right there.
This is a cool episode because you get to see all of the different creatures, all of the different species that got caught in this time trap, in this time pocket, and it's kind of like the Bermuda Triangle.
Not a murderous alien ripoff that we saw in Brave New
Yeah,
World.
no, it's a Gorn. It's a 110%.
Oh my God! Strange New
Throws
Worlds.
punches super slowly.
The
Gorn.
the Gorn episode was the bottommost
Oh,
stupidest
God.
thing, the most derivative and idiotic hackneyed story, and we
Oh,
can't wait for some
yeah.
more to find out a little more about this fucking Gorn creature that now is Pike's discovery and arch enemy.
It was Alien and Predator basically all wrapped up into one episode. It was so
It's
bad.
so
Somebody-
stupid.
Do we have to
Somebody
do this out in
walk-
person?
Keep
somebody-
the alligator, people. God, why do people have to? Feel the
Somebody-
need to change?
Somebody walked into the writer's room high on cocaine and screamed, "I want you to subvert Captain Kirk's achievements. I'll be back in an hour." And they're like, "We came up with the script about
God.
aliens."
Although I
And-
am happy to see the
And
arrival.
hello
do
to
we
Dalek
have to
451.
Shoot this out in person.
Hell.
Hail, Dalek.
Oh, what do you need? What's going on, Gorilla?
Well, I like the Strange New Worlds and the gore aspect on it here. Like me and Teak might have to duke this out in person.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm.
If the
that's
Metrons would
up to him.
arrange, if the Metrons would arrange to send us to the suitable planetoid, we can settle this through feats of strength. Let's have trial by combat.
Dun, 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 dun,
All right,
you go.
somebody
Oh,
get a hold
okay.
of Briggs.
dun, dun.
You gotta
Yeah,
get a hold of Briggs.
Right, to take a cue from R.M. Briggs and the late DC Fontana, the original animated series Star Trek series is for viewers of all ages, not just kids or tweens.
And the animated
true.
series is a label that came across later. When I watched this in its first run as a kid, it was called Star Trek, and I did not differentiate.
That's right,
It's
and they
the
didn't
season
either.
four,
They didn't
man.
even
It's
add
season four.
the animated series until later.
There was no, it was exactly the same. The beginning was pretty close to the same. They had slightly different music. That's it. It was a high quality cartoon, and I think they might have had a season between seasons. It might have been a year off between seasons. Season 1 may have rerun before they show season 2 or something like that. And it still comes on in New York at like
Yes,
5 a.m.
yes.
It's like if you come home from the bar and like all of a sudden Star Trek the animated series is on, it's like, why is everybody aging backwards? Why are they at Benjamin Button 5?
Did I tell you I got struck by lightning?
And here's a preview of a future Admiral Teague episode with Gorilla's Random Thoughts.
Ooh. Can I just say it was
All right.
I was
I had
offended
trouble-
that they objectified Captain Kirk with that boob window. Go ahead.
I know, right?
All
How
right.
Jill,
dare
we
the guy
have
with
King
superior
Dolphin.
strength and stamina get the first
Yes, I
blood?
know.
How dare he?
Oh, okay. Hail King Dolphin. And I
Yes,
hope your mom is feeling better.
Hey, Raymond.
Hi, King
Hello.
Dolphin.
Yes,
We
I
all
wanted to
love
say
King Dolphin.
hello to Raymond from King Dolphin TV, and he is also here on the panel. You can say hello yourself.
All hail the pod. From
Hi,
whence-
Hello, everybody.
Dolphin.
Raymond!
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Jill?
Hey, King.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
It's
Oh,
good to see
Deej
you,
is
bud.
gone.
I wish I could say it was better, but I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Maybe it's
praying
time
for you,
to
man.
Admiral Teague to take the conversation back to the unifying topic of the Civil War. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
No, we can always
No.
we can always just let you know that you were. I'm still praying for you every night that I lay down before I give my voice messages to God. Your name's in there, brother.
Thanks,
Thank
Tony.
you. When
Thanks,
I picked,
everybody.
oddly enough, when I picked up the Missalette in church last weekend, the steam started coming off the pages.
Hmm.
Hey, Jill.
Yes.
Well, we just
Oh, okay.
got a good donation from Bruce. Thank you very much from Bruce. Now I gotta find the right shot glass here because this shit doesn't mix well.
Oh,
You
okay.
know 1100 yet?
I gotta take 2 shots of the shit I don't like, but I'm gonna take them one at a time here. Well,
We are
got
at
some-
1100, folks. $1,100.
That stuff you might not like it, but it comes in a kind of cool glass,
Yay!
cool looking glass there.
I'm
Well, I think I
amazed you're so
grabbed it from the
coherent.
bar when the boss was closing down the restaurant.
Mm.
So here you go, Bruce. And if you're wondering, I says I don't get drunk, I get awesome.
Well, there you go.
Man,
uh,
Now,
I can't do that till
Trust me, Nate is
after
laughing at
like
you.
10 tonight.
Right, just like me right
if
now.
Jill is interested, I have shared a screen of a product that I think would improve these kind of shows by having us have a little more scientific input into how crazy we're going. This only now this is 10 payments of $12.99, and I had an idea for a new Trek planet where everyone who ever drives intoxicated, they come for you at a random time, they drag you out of bed, they throw you in a car, and they give you like 2 bottles of moonshine, and you're not allowed to start driving until you're intoxicated, and you have to blow every 20 minutes, and if it goes too low, they blow up your car by remote control. It's called Stolichnaya 4. We're gonna
So is
send
it kind of
Captain
like?
Pike
So
there.
do these guys all look like Dennis Hopper? And is this Speed?
Yes.
Yes.
Speed plus alcohol.
Yes.
Because
Perfect.
speed alone isn't deadly enough.
Right. I'll drink to that. I'll go ahead and
Thank you, Jill. I think we had a good laugh there.
I'll pour me a half.
Thank you.
I'll pour me a half shot of Elijah Craig's Fall.
Well, you know, I paid this $15.99 a month for Amazon. I might as well get something back out of it. But yeah, Stark, yours is on the way. I got your phone number. I'm sending one over to you. You're gonna blow into it and show it to the camera every 2 hours if we're gonna cut you off.
And so Pop Culture Curator couldn't be here because this is the very, very last day that he can do any kind of work, even though they did take away his license. So technically he should be able to, but he's doing his best to support himself after his stroke and finding all those masses in his brain and everything. And so, but he did take the time to go see something. Where is it? I have it somewhere here. Oh, it's in
Before
Twitter.
you go, Pop, I will sing you a heartfelt song that isn't silly or funny or in a cartoon voice. I like.
Okay, so he says that Pop Culture Curator says, I'm at the USS Hornet in Alameda. Memorial Day service on board today. Wish I could attend.
Well, I'll be uploading a Memorial Day service here that we had in our own town here pretty soon.
The Hornet is a beautiful carrier. I don't know anybody that worked on it, but I think
I built it as a child. I had this model. I had the model of the Hornet.
Mm-hmm. I do remember processing files for people that have served on the Hornet, but I don't know anybody personally.
Now, is it a nuclear carrier or is that the last of the old style?
That is the last of the diesel carriers.
See, that Admiral Teague knows his Navy.
It's almost as if you're an admiral, but no. Who's
Did it recover? Did it recover one of the moonshot missions or one of the Mercury missions?
It was on a Mercury mission.
Yeah, it was. It was the Hatch Just Blew mission, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was when Remo Williams blew up Liberty Bell 7.
You bet.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, there's a movie called The Right Stuff about our space program.
Mm-hmm.
And the real tragedy here is that Gus Grissom was a hero to our country, a hero to science, and the kind of person we should all look up to. And he doesn't exactly know how the door blew off the Liberty Bell 7 and the capsule sank with all the data. And he didn't get his ticker tape parade that everyone else got. But because he said, he didn't know how the door blew up, they changed the mechanism by which you blow off the hatch from explosive bolts to an electric system. And several years later, in a pure oxygen environment, testing a ship, they had an electrical fire, which Gus Grissom we lost him and 2 other astronauts on the pad on the ground and in Houston in a test. And the problem was they couldn't blow the hatch because of Gus Grissom's suggestion. They switched from explosive bolts to an electric system. So tragedy touching hero Gus Grissom twice.
And to answer Bruce Lombardo, you're right. The Yorktown did have a boiler and a diesel engine as well.
We're adding a lot of military personnel to Saving Star Trek to help us assess how non-military they are. Padre had a few opinions about how non-military they are on New Trek Enterprise.
I'm so glad I got Padre to you, man.
It is very important to have. It's almost as important to have a science consultant as it is to have a military consultant on Star Trek.
Well, I have from Snail Messiah from Clobbering Times.
Yeah.
At the Clobbering Times member meetup, we had such a great conversation that myself, Hungry, and him went on to Rumble alone and did a conversation about myths and comics and art that was like 4 hours long. It was just really enjoyable. And we were already like past our limit. Like no one was really like fully rested. So it was just like 3 people, lack of sleep, free form conversation. And based on that, we added him as a captain in the fleet. He's going to be on Saving Star Trek as a recurring panelist. And we love Snail Messiah. And he's just been making one good suggestion after another. And the conversations between himself and PDB, my first in command, have just been amazing. And I can't wait till we get him and Dark Helmet together.
Hey, that's
wonderful. Yeah, he was pretty good.
And I want to thank both of you, Tony and Jill, for introducing me to Padre. he is a valuable ally.
Yeah, he is. Very knowledgeable guy.
He's the
Ooh,
one
and
who
hail
started.
Seems to be,
Sandra.
yes.
We had a conversation just talking about missile tech over the phone for like, heck, well into like 8 in the morning, like Saturday.
I talked to Padre for 2 hours after our stream last night, just one-on-one hanging out.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love
He's
him.
just so fun to talk to. So you understand where I'm coming from.
The fact that he's a very pleasant man who's also extremely funny makes him a powerful ally.
Right.
Oh
And he
wait,
has
is something
knowledge.
happening?
Albatross.
Yeah, is Gorilla doing something?
Albatross.
Here we go. Time for the
Gorilla,
worm
you're
click.
oh, there you are. Yeah, I didn't get a
Turn on-
You're
warning.
muted.
Turn
You're
on,
muted,
turn
dude.
on your mic.
You're muted. There you go.
Oh, since we had a big donation from we reached 1,000, so if you're reaching here, you can see we got the 2 worms
2.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
from the
Yes.
tequila.
Did a scorpion
Directly
just
from
climb
Mexico.
inside Gorilla's mouth?
Because I specifically asked him to pick me up a bottle from Mexico that had the worms from him. So
I'm just waiting
Oh
for him to
my
just fall off the
God.
chair, pass out. Oh, God. Oh,
I think once you've eaten the worm,
dude.
you're done drinking. That's a rule, right?
You didn't just eat one. He doubled his pleasure. He doubled his fun with some double mint freaking gum. Okay.
there's where we
Nobody
reached
likes
1,000
me
right
yet.
there.
Done. You're done. You're done.
Now, I am once again going to ask Jill if she's interested in this. I'm going to present a little bit of not video, an image here that shows us exactly what Gorilla is enjoying right now. If Jill cares to, this is from the Star Trek episode "Conspiracy."
Yay!
Oh, my spleen has
Oh
to
my
just eat
goodness,
that.
that is
Yep. Whenever you mention conspiracy,
that is
I
the
immediately
meal.
knew. I knew.
Riker did a great job of making it look like he was really enjoying that
It
meal.
looks like God.
Well, you know what? Honestly, Riker at that point, I believe, had eaten Gok because it's after his exchange
No.
student
This was
program.
before that.
Is it
This
before he's an
before.
exchange student?
Yeah, I
He's
think it's
he's
before.
preparing to eat worms. He knows he wants to get on that
Mhm.
Klingon ship.
Yeah,
It's like, fuck it, it's
exactly.
worms.
Well, that's the
Oh.
weird thing. Like, if this parasite species decided to invade the Klingon Empire, they would have succeeded a lot better.
Yeah,
'Cause,
also,
worms. This is already good.
also, if they had just eaten like some vegetables in front of other people until they were sure they were on board, that probably works out.
Hail
In,
Curator
in the
Memorial entering the
in the
chat.
novelization,
Yep.
the lives of Dax, those critters make a return.
Wow.
Yes. Oh,
I'd also
wow.
say this Terry
Oh.
Yeah,
Matalas.
they're actually the enemy of the.
Wait, what band series is that?
It was a
Book.
it was a novelization. It was a novelization called The Lives of Dax, which goes
Oh,
through
cool.
all of
Oh.
Dax hosts.
I like that.
Yeah.
I want to read that.
By the way, I just want to point out here.
And what it does is twice it has those critters messing with the symbionts.
You can see why they would be attracted to hanging out with them.
Of course.
I'd just say next time,
Huh.
like note to self, when trying to take over the Federation, just eat salad until you're sure everyone's on board is number one. And number two, Genius, as he's been described by the Popcast brothers, who have a Star Trek enabling show that you'll all hate, have asked Terry Matalas.
Oh,
why
I never
didn't-
watched it. I don't.
Yeah, I have to though. It's part of my thing. And then, man,
That's
listening
the
to some
thing-
of those people spout the fuck off. I'm sorry, spout off. I just want to say they asked him why not use the conspiracy bugs to further this plot instead of the changelings, and Mr. Matalis incorrectly said that the conspiracy bugs kill their host. So he doesn't watch a lot of Star Trek now, does he?
No, he doesn't. But thinking any seconds about the Picard series makes me not feel good. So let's get to Gorillas.
Joey's
And-
saying that-
And the Nerdporo Lifeform says, I just want to say hello to the Nerdporo Lifeform. He's trolling the chat saying, I heard Picard season 3 is the best Trek ever. No.
Hey, Naporial, I'll get to your shot next, but I got to finish off the last, I think it was Bruce's chat. He donated twice the amount for a shot.
Gorilla, after you finish that, I need you to repeat after me. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
I just want to
Hey,
say,
how about fuck that?
I want to say hi to Nerdporial, who is out there. Nerdporial was on some of the Saving Star Trek marathon.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. I want proper cadence.
Yeah,
syntax,
but
situation.
I think
but you got to roll the R's. As in the rain in Spain falls
Rain
mainly
in
on the
Spain
plain.
falls mainly in the plain.
The rain.
Ow.
Roll the
Or gorilla,
R.
it'd be more like
Just
this.
you wait, Henry Higgins. Just you wait.
Now say it in Gaelic.
The rain is mainly on the plain.
Hey, that's
What
right.
they say.
The rain in
In all
Spain
fairness,
falls mainly
though,
on the
I have to
plain.
learn a Gaelic from Rome Total War, so.
I just want to say, the artist Pink can sing, right? And she used her personal trainer seems to have taken her down like a weird path where she's like really kind of big and built. Would we be able to have a play about Pink, starring Pink, called My Square Lady?
No.
Kind of like built like a refrigerator. I would not
I
fight
was about
Pink.
to say an autobiography on my stove that can sing.
Pink could explode your skull by squeezing it with her thighs, like Pris from Blade Runner.
She's a Brigitte Nielsen wannabe.
Got to be able to crush man's head between thighs like grape.
I just want to say
take
that
watermelon and then I squeeze very tightly. And
Between
then get all
comic-
juice out.
between me, Tony, and Comic Relief Crusader, we could beat up Pink or Jill.
Oh, absolutely. But Jill, I think, would be able to defeat at least two of us in a
She'd
3-on-1 fight.
she'd be smart and phase two of us out of existence and reason with the third.
Yes.
I
That would make a whole lot more sense as reasoning, but I just got back, so I don't know what kind of competition.
Gladiatorial combat, where you're basically a Vulcan. We have to gang up on you because you're a Vulcan. You're stronger.
Oh, I just said that if me, Tony, and Comic Relief combined forces, we could probably beat up Pink. We'd just get hurt.
Yeah, we would probably be remembering that fight in an embarrassing way.
With the two of us who survived would be toasting the one who didn't make it.
Hey,
I don't know. I'm 6'1", so.
Alright,
Mike and Tony are going to be remembering me well.
Alright, guys, we got a donation from Nerdporial. So here's to you, Nerdporial. I'm taking the shit that I don't like, the bamboo. I'm finishing off the bottle from that.
Well, the good thing about that is that you'll never have to see it again.
Does anybody know Nerdporial at all? Because I got
Gorilla, I want you to do me a super solid, okay? Because there was a time whenever I got super shitty in a chat at his lordship's on an early Friday Night Frolics when I just met him. I need you to get up and go get yourself a pint of water and start drinking it, okay?
All right, I'll go find some crackers, some more crackers.
Water.
Water
first.
Water.
By the way,
Because
the Nerdporial life
alcohol
form.
will take away water from your system. You need to replenish it very, very much so.
But by all
Water-
means, bring the computer with you when you go pay.
Water is definitely a good idea. You should
Yeah,
have
just so you know, there's a reason they call me Nemo.
By the way,
let me share my story so that you can go and be inspired and get up and get your glass of water. I drank a handle of bourbon on a Friday Night Frolics once, and I just idly mentioned that I drank a handle of bourbon. And his lordship did a record scratch stop and said, Tony, as your overlord, I order you to drink water now.
well, that's the one thing I
should
think we
be
all love
drinking-
about Doomcock is that he'll take time out to care about us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. You
He
should be
helps-
drinking for every drink you have. You should have a glass of water. Is
It's true.
usually the best thing to do.
That carried me through karaoke last night. My
That's what I do.
hangover was very mild this morning because of it.
By the way, 4 drinks is a lot for Admiral Teague going out. I don't like drinking alcohol that much.
Yeah, me neither. I'm the same way. My body doesn't like it.
Now heroin, on the other hand, no, just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, please God, don't say that. I lost.
Hold on, let me just put my belt around my arm. Very quickly, I just want to say, does anybody here know Nerdporial life form a little bit?
Yeah, but what was your disclaimer, King Dolphin?
Legal disclaimer: anti-derivative Jill does not advocate the use of hard drugs.
No, I
Or
do not.
alcohol.
Stay in school, kids.
Or even soft drugs. But I just want to say, I had a chance to have Nerdporial Lifeform on. I put his link in the chat. He's a great Star Trek mind, a great sci-fi mind, and a great YouTube follow. He's a great guy. I loved my time hanging out with Nerdporial Lifeform, and I salute you. And thanks for helping out Pop.
I very much enjoy Nerdpora Lifeform's channel, and in any time I happen by it, I've been on there before to talk about the Orville, and so
We
he,
do-
There
he
you
does
go.
great
Good
stuff.
man.
I
Good
just
for
really
you,
enjoy
Gorilla.
his.
Good man. Thank you. And
I
that's not
enjoy his
vodka, right, Mr. Leahy? That's water, right, Mr. Leahy?
I enjoy his show.
Yeah, I believe
and
it's
I-
water.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm also heating up some food so I can get some food in my stomach.
Don't eat for another
Hooray.
30 minutes.
I can
Drink
see the
water until
headlines
then.
tomorrow in the New York Post. YouTubers raised $25,000. Man in hospital with alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, that's
You'll be
that's
well
awesome.
Ladies and
fermented.
gentlemen, get ready for tomorrow's fundraiser. Gorilla's Random Thoughts needs a blood transfusion.
But
And
you
a
know
new
what,
liver.
Admiral Teague, you can't really argue with the results.
I am very happy that we have been able to do this thing for our friend Pop.
Hey, I can tell you guys, I got my bases covered. I already told my boss not to expect shit out of me tomorrow because I'm gonna be hungover like a motherfucker.
Not if you stop now and drink water and then in 30 minutes eat something, preferably with bread.
Yes.
I got some ranch wings here, so
One
I'm going to
step
make the
at a
best
time.
suggestion of all. You want to hear something fucking crazy? Stop drinking for like an hour or two now.
I'll drink to
Hey,
that.
the only reason I'm drinking is
I'll
for
buy
the
that for
people
$1.
who want to see me
I'll buy
donate.
that for $1.
Hey, LDG, where's our special? Something special? You said if we raise $100, we get something special.
Did you guys get $100?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
we're
one. That
$125.
one
Yeah,
donation.
Yeah, we did.
That's
Oh.
awesome. I was glad to hear that.
There was even one anonymous who just gave a whole $100.
Yeah, flip to Ben.
so-
Flip to Ben his
Oh,
way.
wow.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. You ready? Ding, ding. Next time someone gives $10 or more, Admiral Teague will face reveal.
But you've
Oh,
done that
God.
already.
Hey, wait. Yeah,
I
face
point out
reveal.
I've only face revealed by mistake in the past.
I will
Hey, how
face
much for a
reveal
Jill
if
face
somebody
reveal?
donates $500. No helmet, no suit. Everybody will see my face.
I
Hey,
$500.
Jill,
promise-
how much
There
for a
you
face
have it.
reveal?
$10. $10 for Admiral Teague. $500 for Tony.
And
Well,
1,000,
what
and
about
I'll
Jill?
promise not to.
Wait,
wear a dress.
okay, Gorilla's trying to say something. What's
What
going on,
about
Gorilla?
Jill? Well, how much for a Jill reveal?
Oh no. Oh man, that's not on the cards today.
I have heard
sorry.
I have never seen anti-derivative Jill, but people who have said very complimentary things about her appearance.
Yes. She's a
Thank you,
peach.
but I'm not ready.
You know
It's
know
for a
what?
good cause,
Don't
Jill.
have-
Oh, phew.
I could
It's-
I
All
could
right,
pull
tell
around
you
with-
what.
I
Fifty
Yeah,
can't.
but-
thousand,
All right, we'll put this
Jill
out there.
will reveal her
It's
face.
And for
Curator,
Teague, even though
Jill.
Teague just showed himself,
I didn't
500
show the
for
whole
me,
face. I'm showing my uniform here to try to pull rank.
and 2,000 for Jill.
No. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I guess I'm safe.
Quatloos that the newcomers will have to be destroyed. Provider number 2, what do you bet?
Let's see. I promise I will not get into a dress for 1,000.
Oh,
Germ.
yeah.
So
we
you're
don't need to
wearing-
see that, T.
So-
we don't need to see that comic.
Saying you all do a face reveal. I can take it.
But I promise nothing.
So
By
that
the way,
means that
Oh,
you're
that's
already.
been remember, comic, that's been immortalized on the kitty table.
I was
Oh,
about
I
to say,
know.
hey, Mike, wear
Yeah,
the dress.
Done and done.
Wear the dress.
Now Bird has the right idea. Does Jill make a sandwich for $2,000?
She will,
Yeah.
and she'll add in Grey
That's
Poupon.
I was about to say, do a sandwich reveal for $2,000.
That's right.
Hey,
Bird of-
Bird, we know
Bird
you
of
have
prey.
it. Come on, donate, Bird.
And she'll serve it
Bird
in a
of
very
prey,
luxurious type of dress, too.
an amazing.
You know what?
icon-
But I'm
Oh yeah, I
Out
have
of
to
it.
get ready.
out of bread. Anyway.
I'm gonna
then
do my
we'll
reveal
take
here in a
2
minute, guys.
slices of
Just give me
ham
about a couple minutes.
and
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, let us know when you're ready, LDG.
Well, you'll
I
know.
really don't
Just
know what's going
keep
on.
an eye on my camera.
Yes.
I'm gonna do my reveal too. I just have to draw a dollar sign on my scrotum.
I just want to interrupt real quick with my number 6 favorite TAS episode, Albatross. This was a great Dr. McCoy episode with he was charged with killing these people.
Yep.
Because they thought his inoculation that he inoculated them with all got them sick, but it turned out it was some kind of nebula they got sick from.
Golly gee, so this is 45 years ago, and they had a controversial vaccine. Maybe one day some of these things will speak to the world we live in.
Yeah, no kidding, right? You're absolutely right. This episode definitely hits home for controversial vaccines and going, hey,
Damn it, Jim! It's Pfizer Moderna. You're gonna be all right. I used that. What was the? What did David? What did David put into the Genesis device that made it bad?
And look at the name of the plague. Look at the name of the plague.
Yeah.
Look at the name of the plague. Dramia 2. Take the 2 out in the eye, and we have all of this COVID drama. I mean, coof drama.
Yeah. And the letter before D is C, and 17 numbers after 2 is 19. Coincidence?
Oh,
no. Mikey, don't worry about it. You did great. And Mikey wanted to let us know. What did he put in some things.
You know what? Unnecessary regrets are a side effect of overuse of alcohol. It's probably not as bad as you think.
And that's the thing. Mikey wasn't drinking. He just didn't have a microphone that worked.
Oh,
you know what? Says his license is not revoked until tomorrow, so he can get some things done.
Oh, if he was James Bond, he'd be on a killing spree right now. It's like, I've got until tomorrow.
He does have a license. Yeah.
Right? Just Pop Culture Crusader shows up in someone's house who owed him like $200,000 back in like the 70s, and like they turn on the lights, he's just sitting there with a Beretta. It's like, I'd sit down if I were you. Certain things in here don't react very well with bullshit.
I kind of like their ship design, though. It's pretty nice.
All right.
Very Starbucks.
So Tony, so you're not feeling so bad. I do got something to eat here. So
is those empanadas or are those chicken bits?
You still have about 15 minutes before you eat solid food. Follow my advice. Continue to drink water, and then you can eat in about 15 minutes.
Oh, he's already eating. You can't stop.
Okay, Tony. Now
I'm hangry.
Now, Tony, I need you to blow into that 5G breathalyzer I gave you so that I can monitor your behavior.
Well,
all right,
I'm
still
being the voice of reason for gorillas right now.
Yeah, I've noticed that your alcohol readings have remained steady. You haven't reached Bender levels yet.
No, I'm sitting at a 0.02 at the very most and a 0.002 at the very least. There you go.
Are we doing that thing later with Gil? Because I haven't heard about that.
We are doing a thing.
Oh yeah, Gil. Yeah, that's going to be at 7 Central.
I think I'm invited. I was invited, and
I thought you were invited. Whenever
I think I am invited. No pressure. If he filled up the panel, I've done the same thing. But Cardinal Sin, send me a tweet. Let me know, so I could plan. Just plan in my day, man. I inboxed him too. I inboxed him.
Well, I'll give him a call and see what he wants to do. We'll see if everybody that's on the roster makes it. I think you're in it.
By the way, if we break $2,000 in this fundraiser, I have an Orion slave girl in my apartment, and she will dance for you. And we can all think about that second career, Captain Pike. Isn't it messed up? Doomcock himself said it. I was a little weirded out when I watched The Cage, and I realized that Captain Pike's other career he was longing to be was a slave trader.
Yeah. It was
that was one of the possible career choices he could have made as a member of the Federation for some reason.
I'm going to go out for $10,000. Our resident Vulcan anti-derivative Jill will take on 5 guys in melee combat and defeat them all for $10,000 for your enjoyment.
At one point,
I don't know if I could promise any of that.
I'll tell you, if you do that, anti-derivative Jill will order. Anti-derivative Jill will order 5 guys from Uber Eats.
I can twist that in so many different ways right now. I can twist that in so many different ways.
But how
I
do I
know,
make
but
sure they all arrive at the same time?
Yes.
Now, what,
Boy.
Different ways.
now arrive
I'm okay with
is
it.
synonymous with the word come. So what exactly do you mean by
fuck's
arrive?
sake.
When these 5 gentlemen arrive, in what manner? Forget it. Forget it. Forget it.
Yeah, you said it enough. We got it.
Yeah. God, why? Ugh.
You know what? I was at the Starbase and they reprogrammed my brain to be dumber.
That's unfortunate. You're supposed to be leading a fugitive fleet, Admiral.
Yeah, but I mean, I have experts to advise me on that stuff. I'll just lean back on Padre, and or
That's right.
someone like PDB
It's the
will
New
just
York
cut off my
education system,
mic.
as we found out.
Is that Mike and I
We
read
just
an
got
article
another
from the New-
donation. We're
Oh,
at 1150. Thank you
the-
guys for your generosity and your support.
Am
for
I the
Pop
only one
Culture
drinking
Curators.
on the stream?
Mike and
we
I
will
just
go
got
ahead
donations
and break
from
another half shot of
yeah, full shot of the
Logitech.
shit.
By the way, how
Let's
funny
just do
was
that
it when
again.
Mike?
Double take the sound. Listen. Oh, that's a beautiful.
You know, I got to
okay.
say, he's sending more and more like Bill Cosby every shot.
You just Camille. You know,
All
there's a the Cosby
again,
Show.
that's the wars to them out of Buffalo.
Hey guys, one at a time.
Gorillas, put it down. Remember
Hey,
your
Jill.
mission. Your
Hey
mission
Jill,
is
can I ask
to
you a
cover up.
question? Would the Cosby Show be considered an away mission since the oldest daughter becomes the navigator of the Enterprise for a little while?
The
The oldest daughter from the original cast of the Cosby Show ends up on TNG.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
yeah. She's the navigator. She takes over
Um,
for Geordi, I believe.
I need
Much
you to
healthier,
also-
Gorilla.
I need you to also
I'm
put
proud
the
of you.
cap back on your bottle, sir.
A
Yeah, it's
little
very
ranch
good.
dressing might make that go down even better, my friend. That's a little tip from
Yeah,
us here
but-
in New York.
We just had a $25 donation.
Yeah,
from
but you're not
Nerporio.
drinking right now. I'm going to
Oh,
drink
I
for
think
you.
so.
How's that sound?
Nerporio, bless
I'm
your
gonna drink for
heart.
you. I've had a few shots of rum, and will be 1 shot of bourbon total, and I've been spacing myself out.
And there's
got
also a
enough to drink.
donation. There's also a donation from King Dolphin.
Yeah, that's the
well,
one that
listen
said.
to me now.
He
Put the alcohol
says,
away.
"Keep
I'll
the
drink
faith."
for you. You continue to sober up. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Please. Thank you.
And King Dolphin
Oh,
says,
good.
"Keep
Yeah,
the
for the
faith."
love of God.
I need to be drunk to put up with
And
my
it's nice-
supervisor anyhow.
It's nice to see Stream Elements behaving and giving out my channel. That's better. Stream
It's only
Elements.
because Stream Elements was offended that I had Jarvis do it first.
I think Stream Elements was just like trying to test my superior intellect and see if I would chase it into the nebula.
Just remember, when Stream Elements was ignoring you, I had Jarvis never forget you.
I've created a document and I just paste in the shouts by hand. It's good for getting me to shut up so my panel can speak.
And so, my number 5 favorite TAS episode is the Slaver Weapon. We're really getting into the fun ones here because
Yep.
this is a really great episode. I
Look at
can't
that.
even
Look at
turn-
that backdrop.
That is high quality animation. That is
Yeah,
some great
right.
animation.
No, this is the stasis box, and it slows down time almost to a stopping point. And so it has a very science fantasy sort of element to it.
Man, I remember that episode.
Yeah, you could put a slab of meat in it, and it'll still look fresh 1,000 years later.
Yep, it is a time stasis box. The ultimate time capsule technology.
Schrodinger's box.
Schrodinger's box made manifest. Correct.
Oh, I
do
love
believe-
I love the life belts so they wouldn't have to redraw them in suits.
Right.
Yes. I think that that's an incredible asset to it too. But I also I like that. I think that I've seen this episode is so good that I think I've seen this concept also done in Futurama.
Well, I just
I
want
like
to
the
say
backgrounds.
the life belts are smarter than what we saw in Strange New Worlds, where they walk on the hull of the ship in space. Wasn't that
Yeah.
a great moment, Mike?
Oh
No,
it's
No,
awesome,
because
man.
in the animated series you have your own force field belt. In Strange New Worlds, they had the force field all over the entire ship.
Which didn't make it any less
Yeah.
stupid
It was
and
kind
made
of
you wonder.
localized.
It made you wonder why Captain Picard needed a spacesuit to go to the exact same part of the ship 100 years later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Because Picard is an idiot, I guess.
And again, I renounce Nexus theory. It's just fun. It's just I'm neither the originator of the Nexus theory, but I am a propagator of it. It is fun. You can believe it if you want. I don't think it holds up.
I just think that Star Trek should, on the whole, be fun. And a lot of people have gotten so embittered and sour because of what we've been subjected to for over a freaking decade.
Oh, the
that
episode
for a
where they
lot of
walk
us-
on the hull of
for
the
a lot
ship
of us,
is
it's not as fun unless we make fun of new crap.
And
this is
enjoy
fun.
the old crap.
They
We
tried
enjoy
to
the
be
old crap, and we enjoy it because we know it's good. And then we
People-
make fun of the new crap, and that's the only way we have fun with this anymore. Instead of seeing this stuff new,
Well,
like
we're
we
talking
did.
about people who've never had friends writing friendship and
Yeah.
people who've never had fun writing fun. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what's their idea of fun? It's like, let's say these two people who are going to become sexually involved later have a moment of platonacy where they walk across the hull of the ship and sign the one remaining oldest part of the Enterprise that's been signed by all the crew members ever, implying that everyone always knew what the last piece would be.
But I
What the
contend that what's more fun than that is a robot morphine weapon that can change into many different things and have many different kinds of functions.
I
This
like
looks a bit like the colony creature.
I think this is
familiar with the Sword
a
Technology ZF1.
no, but I believe that this robot weapon device has a kind of artificial intelligence that protects itself from enemy intrusion. And that's why I really love this episode. This is great. Great stuff.
Jill, I hate to interrupt. I gotta
Sure.
get going. So
Okay.
Pop Culture Curator, I hope you do well. Please get better for all our sakes because we really do enjoy you. And
I
your
don't know
channel
who's going to
and
review
everything
Gilligan's
else.
Isle, man.
So-
You got to.
Yeah.
So
Take care, comment.
We need you, Pop Culture Curator. And thank
Yes,
you,
we do.
everybody, for being here today for him. And do you have anything you need to share with us before you go?
Well, I suppose just my channel. Just check me out over at the Comic Relief Crusader, and I will have a show tomorrow. Things have just been kind of topsy turvy because my schedule has all been rearranged and stuff like that, and it's just been really nuts. So I
Mike?
will hope to have a titillating Tuesday tomorrow afternoon. Yes, Tony.
I have to humbly request that you occasionally do a titillating Tuesday a bit earlier in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock my time or 12 Jill's time, because I cannot break from my work schedule, and I would like to occasionally alternate between shows and join you one week and Jill on another week.
I'll see what I can do because right now for the foreseeable future, probably for the next few months, my wife and I are doing wedding counseling.
Oh
So-
boy! Oh boy!
Oh, wow.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. So we're trying to work on things. So
Yeah.
Okay, well then, I will make sure. That
because I'm
start-
particularly kind of quiet about what goes on in my private life somewhat.
Okay.
So because marriage is important.
Oh,
first,
marriage
and-
counseling, not wedding counseling.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
marriage
sorry.
counseling. So
I
no,
wish someone had
that's fine,
counseled
that's
me
fine.
not to get married
sorry,
before
Nick.
my wedding. That would have been a
No,
very
that's
helpful
cool.
service.
All right,
Would have
then
saved
I
me
will
30
make
grand.
sure
So
that
Yeah,
I
I'm sorry I
do
had the
stuff
wrong
for you on
reaction to
Sunday.
that.
no,
I
that's
thought it was,
fine.
I was like, you're getting
No,
married again?
it is good because
Mhm, it is.
it is value that I want to save by marriage. So
Mhm.
Right. it
so
is.
Yes.
if you guys want to check out my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. At 750 subs, we will have a giveaway on my channel. So where I take something out of my private collection and give it to some winner. So you have to be subscribed and like my videos, and there might be a clue or two in there somewheres where I might have to review something, and somebody might have to get the correct answer on top of that as well. So thank you, Jill, for having me. Pop Culture Curator, I hope you get well, buddy, and I shall catch you guys soon.
All right, I'll have a show on Sunday for you. I'll start it early enough on Sunday. That way you can hang out because we haven't hung out in a bit.
See you later,
Yeah,
Mike.
totally. And
Take
King
care,
Dolphin, I will try to totally make it onto your channel as well, too, dude. So I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, thank
All
you,
right,
thank you, Comic Relief Crusader, for stopping by and being
And
here.
I'll
No
be
problem.
putting your link in the chat for you just in a moment.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank you
Mike.
so much,
Thank you.
Admiral Teague.
Admiral
Yeah.
Teague learned how to be a wrench well from you, but it does it badly on his own. I am not the greatest wrench, but I did learn from the best.
Right, I did too. And Mikey Seuss 4 says Jill's ship is out of control. Yeah, every once in a while it is, but it's for a good cause,
Are
as we said.
trekking across the universe.
I just want to
Oh, are
see.
we doing that yet?
I just want to say I've seen far more chaotic streams than this for less of a good reason. So if we overtalk a little bit, that's going to happen.
It's true.
And
I've done a
poor
lot
Mikey
better.
is
Hey,
trapped in.
Jill,
Poor Mikey is trapped in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
I know, poor Mikey.
We have him stored in the pattern buffers. We can rematerialize him from time to time.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi was acting crappy, so I got out. Sorry, Mikey.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out, buddy. Even
Hey,
if I
Jill.
We
better.
didn't
Yes,
want him
yes,
turning
Gorilla.
into.
Wait a bit,
All right.
everybody. Gorilla has
This
something.
is my last shot because I gotta be sober enough to give my automatic F for Lost in Space. But
I advise
Oh
against that.
man, yeah,
this is my
wouldn't do
last
that.
one. This is
Yeah.
my last one. I apologize, guys, but this is my last one.
That's what Amy Winehouse said.
I got to pussify out after this.
It's not being a pussy; it's being smart.
yeah, it's being alive.
Take it from the resident alcoholic of the Renegade Fleet. You're being smart.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. One of the
It's
things
good to
we
have limits.
one rule in the Renegade Fleet is Stark's ship is not allowed to open fire until given clearance from me.
It's true. He's got a manual override on his control deck in the captain's seat.
That's right. Now I'm just going to go open up my Tony. You may feel a bit of a shock. I'm just going to hit the app on my phone.
Bruce Lombardo says
We have Stark
Larry
control.
Nivelle loves you.
I'm not even drunk, man. God, that stinks.
Not enough love for the Zinti is shown in pop sci-fi. I don't think so either. I think they were a really cool alien race. So they're primitive.
Well,
they're
there were
kinda
4
jerks.
races, right? There were 4 races from one planet.
Yep, one planet,
Oh.
4 different peoples.
One of which we don't see, right? Because they're mourning the loss of one of their own races. They had avians. That was a cool story. Because we had insectoid Zindi. We had Klingon-like or Jem'Hadar-like Zindi.
Those were the
Enterprise.
Those were the lizard-like.
Yeah, I thought
That's
are the Zindi on anything else? Did I mess that up? Were we talking
No,
about a
you're
different
right.
group of aliens?
Well, yeah, we are talking about the Zindi from Enterprise, and I should have said the Kazinti. It kind of sounds the same. These are the cat creatures from the Slaver Weapon episode I was just talking about.
Oh yeah, we all permit you to finish your task list at some point. I'm really sorry about
No, I
that.
just interjected every once in a while when I can, and it's all good.
Okay.
I'm having a good time.
Apparently,
It's like
they're making electric tanks. Not to change the subject too abruptly, but
Electric tanks?
What?
About what?
I
What are
gotta
you
say
talking about?
that makes sense because your fuel won't explode.
it wouldn't explode, yeah, but wouldn't that make your vehicle heavy from the lithium batteries? Wouldn't your mobility
It's a
be-
tank.
But tanks are mobile. Look at what an Abrams, the size of a freaking mobile home, can drive at and maintain speed at and mobility at.
Yeah, I've been recommending those to the NYPD for years.
That's
they just won't
that's
get them.
with skirts too. That's with skirts. No, that's not a no. I don't see these tanks succeeding very well. This is from an engineering standpoint.
Dalek says, "How much longer are you going to be streaming, Jill? I'm free to join the panel now. You're welcome to join us for however long I have. I don't know. I'm gonna finish my list and we'll see what happens."
Yeah, join us, Dalek. It'll be a lot of fun. You
Yeah, I love
know,
Dalek.
you might have to put up with the drunk, so.
Maybe I will
don't
take
know how
one
to feel,
shot.
Teague, I gotta say something to you from me to my commanding officer.
Sure.
I don't know how to feel whenever I'm not the most inebriated one, and I gotta watch out for the most inebriated one. I know how you feel now, and
You understand that feeling of just wanting the best for the other person and having
I
the
know
creeping
it.
feeling that they might be in pain and it bothers you.
I know it's. You gave me a command seat. Now I feel the pain.
You represent saving Star Trek. If you have to be cashiered out of my fleet, I will leave you on Stockholm 4 with the rest of the people who like New Trek.
Oh, please, God, no. Not Stockholm 4.
You can have a lot of fun with the people
How
who are left
about
behind
Stockholm 3? Drop me off on the moon.
there. This is Stockholm 3! Admiral Teague never bothered to check on our progress.
But seriously, Gorilla, I am worried for you, and please don't drink anymore.
I think he knows his limits, and he reached his limit, and he's stopping, and that's great.
I am good there. I know my limits there, and I know the ex is pissed with me because I told her I'm too drunk to take the kid tonight. So I know I'm past the limit, so we're good.
You want to drink some water from the sink, not the stuff under the sink. Stay away from that.
Oh, you mean I'm not supposed to drink the drain pipe stuff?
No. Chlorine goes in swimming pools, not bodies.
You do not want to have a Drano martini shaken or stirred, because you will be quite shaken by drinking it. Yeah, stay away from that stuff.
Oh, Bruce Lombardo's trying to summon Janet from another planet, but she was actually here earlier. She did stop by.
That's the reason why when you tapped your mana, Bruce, the summon spell didn't work. It's because she was already here.
I've been getting really lucky with having some great guests. Like, for instance, Princess Fiona's been coming by. She has a lot of great comments. And it would be great.
All of her comments are perfect.
I wish we could beam her onto this stream right now. She is angling to be on the show, in my opinion. Like, if the time difference worked out, I would love to hear have a episode of Saving Star Trek where you have Princess Fiona on.
That would be really cool.
On Sundays, we have people who just like the show on a lot some of the times, especially when we're not doing a new Star Trek show. And we regret that we will have to break away from watching the Orville to watch Strange New Worlds, because we're supposed to be a Star Trek channel, and that's just not Star Trek, but it calls itself it.
Well, you also are remembering your 5-year mission. And
it was supposed to be a 5-year mission, but now it's like 8 more. Like, when are they going to take the license away from these dead idiots?
And of course, you can continue talking about your show, Admiral Teague, but my number 4 TAS episode is one of our planets is missing because of this cloud they get stuck in, which is really a beam. Mm-hmm. And it's a good episode. It's a lot of fun. The electrical impulses that act as though it's a brain, and it has all the different organs and structures of a creature. So this is the right way to do a sentient celestial cloud-like being. It's fun.
I've noticed the cloud-like beings either are vampiric or crave a corporal form in Star Trek.
Or they crave attention, like in the Futurama episode.
Or Admiral Teague.
Oh, right. That one fan.
That one fan who just happened to also be a cosmic entity and was like, act out my fan fiction episode. Do it now or I will erase your existence.
Yeah, it was he was like Trelane.
I felt like
Terry Metalis before Terry Metalis.
I felt like Bam.
Oh, Bam, because they got bodies for that episode.
They did.
While they were on the planet.
He's like, for your service, I will give you legs.
By the way, guys, just in case anyone's wondering, Little Mermaid had made $400 million overseas and almost $100 million here in America.
Oh wow! So it didn't even break.
It didn't even make it to 45% of what it needed to break profit.
No, I was about to say.
I will be right back, guys. If you can keep it going.
Geez, I think we can find a way to be loquacious and just keep rambling on. I'm not sure. How about you, King Dolphin? Feeling tangential?
I mean, I'm feeling tangential. They didn't even break post-production.
We can vamp.
We can vamp if we want to. We can wait till Jill gets back. Okay, well, here's a question. Let's say you're struck by lightning and you wake up in another world and you only have a choice of 3. Which one would it be?
Good one.
This is my question. The Snyderverse,
Gross.
Disney, Star Wars, or
Gross.
New Trek.
Grosser.
But you have to wake up in one of them. There's phaser to your head on this one.
Uh,
A lot of people have said, "Let me just die." That's not an acceptable.
I'd probably like myself to be incinerated by the lightning.
So then you would go to the Snyderverse, is what you're saying? Because the chance,
Yeah, I'd go to this. I'd go to the Snyderverse.
if your goal is to die as quickly as possible, my advice is the Snyderverse.
Yeah, because you see, the reason why Teague mentions this is because he asked me this question first before it became a gimmick. And I said, put me in the Snyderverse in Metropolis during the point when Zod was turning the city into a pancake, and I'm just going to walk into the pancake machine.
That's true. We changed the form of the question. Anybody else want to take that one? King Dolphin?
Okay.
Snyderverse, New Trek, Star Trek, or Disney, Star Wars. So you can't go to any place good.
Snyderverse.
To try to get deleted as fast as possible?
Probably.
See, Tony, I think you said the Snyderverse as well. And I'm going to say, I would go to the New Trek world because I'm pretty sure I'd be king. Or I would go to Disney, Star Wars, where there's a lot of people just in need of direction. Like I could just walk around and get a few things done. If I cosplayed as a woman.
You could get things done if you were cosplaying as a woman, yes.
Or if I just simply walked on there and said, I am they, them, listen to me.
Exactly. I was about to say, if you use your pronoun card, you're in like Flint.
That's the power of pronouns.
What happens if your pronoun is Foxtrot uniform?
I like that. My pronoun is it that. Like I'm like the slime mold that Yaphat is in Orville.
Or Armis.
We had a lot of fun with Armis. You can show the Armis sequence without getting a copyright strike. It just says the owner allows this to be used on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a copyright claim.
Yeah, is that a big deal?
Not really, but
it said no effect.
It'll just mean your video cannot be monetized once your channel is monetized. I don't
that
really know.
Video though, right?
Yeah, I don't really know if it affects monetization as a whole. It might because then they'll say you're reusing other people's content too much.
People live forever on Rumble.
Be careful
and I'll
you don't
it.
have too many claims. I don't really know how many is too many.
We have one.
Well,
which is too many for me.
I have to speak from the opposite side of the spectrum. We have people like Jedi Bill who does karaoke streams, and he gets constant claims just from karaoke tracks he uses to people to sing to.
Yeah, and he's
what happens is when a copyright claim is made, the owner of the particular copyright would obtain all of the money that video would make potentially.
Right.
Unless you were to
however, since they're streams, if somebody were to send you a super chat, you still get super chat.
Right.
Correct.
Right. You've earned your and it makes sense because you can play anybody's music in the park and someone can throw $1 into your guitar case. It's called busking.
Yes, so ad revenue is going to go to the owners of the particular individuals who are claiming their copyright, or in this case, whatever bots they have up to obtain it.
Well, the bots are really good because I played my acoustic guitar at a bar and I did a Stone Roses song and it came back copyright claimed. It was able to track down, even though it wasn't them and it was my version. And I got like half the words wrong. Yeah.
But because the tune and the not the syntax, but the structure, the tempo of the song was as thus.
I have no problem with timing when I play guitar. I can play. I have good rhythm. I do not lose time.
Together. I mean, I could definitely
only if Doomcock plays bass.
I hear Doomcock is a really good bassist.
He's had a bass for like 6 months now. He's had time to get
John Rendell.
John Rendell.
No kidding.
What was funny was I threw into the chat.
Wait, Admiral Teague, just for a second. King Dolphin, were you going to say something about John Rendell?
Yeah, John Rendell made Doomcock a Harvey bass.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a band. I think we got a band, guys. I think we got a band. We just need a drummer.
I am.
You're a drummer?
Yes, I am.
We really need to collaborate on this.
I think we need. I think Omnivac should sing though.
Omnivac could be backup vocals. I want to sing.
If we do intergalactic by the Beastie Boys, we could have
the thing is
Omnivox.
Doomcock has got the Lemmy Kilmister ability where he can sing and play bass. So backup vocals, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. But my number 3 TAS episode is Beyond the Farthest Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good episode too. This was actually the first time I saw those life support belts, and I love this episode because of the alien ship, the design of it, and
Very organic. Looks like neurons.
yeah, exactly. And it's like from the examination of the ship, they realized that some type of insectoid creature was here because of the hexagonal shape and everything. And I know if it's my top 3 episode, there has to be some fun science in here somewhere that I don't remember at this moment, but it is some great stuff. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the insect alien. The aliens aren't actually around. They're extinct.
What was
and
the name?
the ship is derelict.
What was the name of the hologram on the chest action figures that was like trying to compete with Masters of the Universe? Because that particular slide just reminded me of that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I bet that Comic Relief Crusader would have known that for you.
This is so well illustrated. The art is really good.
Yeah,
it is.
It's wallpaper worthy, especially like that prior to last scene. Like, go back 2 slides.
And look at that. It looks like the Desilu logo, right?
Yeah. Go back 2 slides. Tell me that's not wallpaper worthy.
It is.
It's beautiful.
I usually make my Shore Leave streams from an animated series slide, and this would be a good one.
And by the way, Jill, if you want, I don't know if you want to show it or not, but I think I found a picture of a bass that Doomcock might enjoy playing.
Nice.
Somebody took that all the way. That's an actual 4-string bass, and they rammed their Millennium Falcon replica around the bottom of and if you look, the strap is Chewbacca's bandolier. Yeah. Somebody thought this through well.
That is a Kenner Millennium Falcon original.
I think you're right. I have one. Yeah, I have one in my mom's attic.
Yeah,
and I have the box, which I think might be worth more.
Yeah, boxes are worth more in this day and age. You're not wrong about that.
But anyway, that's a lot of fun. Doomcock would play that bass as well. I thought that's the kind of Rebel bass he got, but it was a Harvey bass. That's right.
It's a Harvey bass. Fez at the head of the guitar, and the tentacles go down the neck.
I would just have to say right now, if you're Doomcock, the song you want to learn how to play on bass is the theme from the Munsters, because it's got that awesome bass line. In the middle, the bass gets really good. It's like, boom, 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 boom. It's so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John Rendell, brilliant artist, brilliant craftsman. Like, shout out to John Rendell.
Can I get my B-Wing Telecaster, John?
And so my number 2.
The Eye of the Beholder, yes.
Yeah, this is number 2 for me. The Eye of the Beholder.
This is number 2. I should guess what your number 1 is.
Well, my number 1 is an obvious number 1, but I get to have
it. The counterclock syndrome?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, that could be your favorite.
That's mine, yeah.
That's a good one too, but Jesus.
It is good. Well, Baby Spock. You can't not love Baby
what can I tell you? I liked Muppet Babies. I like Star Trek Babies.
Muppet Babies.
But I love how truly unique that the alien creatures on this planet are.
But by the way, now that budget isn't a problem, they are just cutting loose at those phasers with no regard for anything. How many times have they fired already?
We covered
blasting away. By the way, if you stun something that's flying 100 feet in the air, aren't you killing it anyway? I mean, what are they thinking?
Yeah, and so we have this highly advanced intellectual race of creatures who don't look anything like us, and that's really neat because of the lack of having to worry about the budget.
They can
create
look like Thermians.
They do look like Thermians to a
They
degree.
do. And they got
To a
the
degree.
tentacle hands.
The Thermians have like 5 more tentacles in the front of their face, but yes, you're close.
You will
That would be
save
great.
us, Captain Kirk.
Oh, but we didn't get to see a baby Thermian. There's a baby
Aw.
creature in this one. I forget the name of the alien species, but this is my number 2 episode
This is
here.
whenever cat lady
Cyrus has promised to kill many of us.
Yeah, I love this episode because its main objective is to succeed in communication, and that is a cornerstone of Star Trek for me.
Bridging the language gap. Yeah.
Captain Kirk never gets the idea that they could just send a text message and wait for them to respond and see if it changes to red, right? Like, there's no need to be this aggressive. They're not that into you.
And it's a little bit like the Cage too, and so it's fun to remember that.
See, that's another Admiral Teague hot take. I don't consider the Cage to really be Star Trek, just the parts in the menagerie.
That's most of the Cage.
Doesn't matter.
Menagerie is 90% the Cage.
True.
No, it's 50% because we have almost an out, right? We got pretty much all of the Cage in there, but we build almost a complete whole episode worth of scenes to surround it as well. So I find it goes down easier.
I just meant 90% of the Cage is in it.
Right. I agree with you. I'm just going to say the 10% they lost, we don't miss it. And it hurt it from being Star Trek. It wasn't ready yet. The people who said cook this for 2 more years, if you want to say they're wrong, what you're saying is you don't want William Shatner. I mean, they were right to develop it more. And there's nothing wrong with redrafting. We didn't need Star Trek in 1965. We needed great Star Trek in 1967. Let's be honest. Or 66.
I thought the Cage was awesome on its own.
Well,
I really enjoyed it.
I think it's good, but I don't consider it true Star Trek. That's just me.
I agree with you simply because we were getting back into war, and that's always a hard time whenever we're in wartime. And sometimes you need to have something to explain what it would be like in a society without war.
Well, why don't they drink synthahol in that one? That's un-Star Trek-like. I'm going to disqualify it on the lack of synthahol.
Synthahol wasn't a thing yet.
No, listen, it's very entertaining. We love when we see the props from the Cage show up in later episodes. But what was it? It was proof of concept. Give us a little more money. We don't quite have it right. No one wanted that doctor instead of Dr. McCoy. No one wanted Science Officer Spock instead of First Officer Spock. And no one wanted Captain Pike instead of Captain Kirk. And if you think that Captain Pike was better, let me tell you about a little show called Strange New Worlds.
Okay, so let's get these over with.
Here you go, number one,
I got
number one.
my number 1 Star Trek the Animated Series episode has always and it will always and has always been Yesteryear.
Yesteryear.
And this episode was so well done and expertly written and heartbreaking and uplifting. So if you've never seen this episode,
The Edge of Forever Part 2.
It is. It's a sequel.
And that is the only, which I don't agree with, that this is the only episode that Gene considers canon, and I don't agree.
If Gene Roddenberry says it, I'm willing to make exceptions. Like the books aren't canon except the one he wrote. Go ahead, Joe.
And also, this was the only one that DC Fontana wanted to write. But I wish she'd written more animated series episodes because it's so good. But she was also, she did have a hand in. She was a showrunner, so obviously she went through all the scripts and helped write the scripts. But this was the only one that she put her name on.
Mark Harkness brings up an interesting point. I think that more like Bruce Greenwood was such a good actor that he seemed like a good character because that Pike makes no sense. He changes poles of how he feels. In the second movie where he yells at Kirk for doing the right thing, it didn't make sense. And look, you can see right here JJ's research for Star Trek 09. We have the Vulcan children and the Sea Lot and some interesting stuff. And this is the only piece of Star Trek I think he watched to make that movie.
Yeah, true.
I'm being honest.
That's probably true, yeah.
Whenever I
I'm being
first
really
saw
honest.
that cat there, I was immediately remiss of Battle Cat.
I'll be right back.
Is this one of the first 3 or 4 episodes?
This is the second episode.
Second.
I'll
Yes,
be right back.
That's
Yeah.
I was watching TAS again after I watched 09, and I was like, holy shit, these two cartoons are all he watched because everything from them is in this movie.
Star Trek had Cringer first. Here's your evidence. That's Battle Cat right there.
There you go. It's also like Clifford the Big Red Dog got his hands on some bad booze, drank some bad moonshine.
Hey, don't talk to me about bad moonshine. I got 2 jars of that stuff.
I'm talking to a man who doesn't believe in the term bad and moonshine can go in the same sentence.
That's true.
You know, I'm not going to do Hank Hill, but I'll do another character. Hillbilly Tony Stark think drink moonshine all day, make mowing lawn fun.
Now, let me tell you something there, Con. You don't need to be talking about if moonshine's bad or not.
Oh, no. Moonshine.
I done Western hurt you. I done Western kill you, Hank Hill. I've hurt you.
Mama,
Buried alive inside a dead planet.
With me. I'll tell you what, Con. You may have that Asian jiu-jitsu or whatever, but I'll tell you what. I have a monkey wrench, and I know how to use it.
I leave you as you left me. As you left her. Buried alive, hillbilly Hank Hill. Buried alive.
You gotta go, stupid redneck neighbor.
Stupid redneck neighbor, I leave you buried alive. Dudley's Angel, what do I do? We're badly imitating
was
Khan.
That Wrath of Khan, or was that something else?
It was Wrath of Khan.
It
was Wrath of Khan in the voice of Khan from King of the Hill.
And to be
Excuse
fair,
me, Gil, Jill?
Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Everybody, hold on, everyone. Yes, King Dolphin?
Yeah, I'm going to take off. It was great, this show, and hope Pop Culture Creator. Hope everything goes well to you.
Yes, thank you for coming on here. I'm sorry I didn't get to hear more from you.
That's okay.
I hope
with these great guys, I don't mind listening to them.
Right, and
Raymond, I'm going to hit you up on a future Saturday very
here.
soon, and I haven't forgotten about the 21st. I got that marked down.
What were you saying, Joe?
And best wishes to you and your family. I know things are rough. And
hope everybody catches this Wednesday's interview. I'll be interviewing the owner of a resiliency center, resiliency retreat center. I think in these times we all could use some resiliency. So I hope everybody can make that show. It's Wednesday, 6:00 Eastern time.
Wednesday.
I will catch it on the rerun.
I'm going to have to catch it on the rewind because I'm working, but it's a worthy show.
Yes, definitely. Everybody watch on Wednesday and then watch again on Saturday. You're going to have a Just Cause on Saturday. Also.
Yes, I am. I was going to do it Wednesday, but I decided I'll be home early enough where I may start it at 5:30, 6:00, but we're still doing a Saturday Just Cause.
Okay, great.
I will try and make that Just Cause for you because we haven't hung out in a while.
Okay. Right. Well, you guys take care. And take care of Pop Culture Creator.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
you. I'll put your link in
King Dolphin, farewell. Big fan.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Now it's all
King Dolphin has.
Go ahead.
He has incredible guests on, so definitely check out his channel. You never know what he's going to present because he will have almost any creative on his channel who is making something special that they want to share.
I was just going to say, we have to watch out now for our biggest enemy actually with this many people is what I call buffering the live stream slayer.
That's so true.
We start over, like someone starts to talk and it has no idea that someone else is already speaking and it all blows up at once. So
Take care, guys.
God bless you, brother.
Yeah.
We have to remember we are children of the night and slaves to buffering the live stream slayer.
Hail to Gap After Dark in the chat as well.
And recently Scotty R37 lost his his dog too. So this episode reminds me of him right now.
So I have a parting glass to do for Scotty's dog and for Donnie Pearson.
For Snoopy.
If it's not done today, I might do it next Sunday on my normal chill stream.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind doing it today, but I know you're probably getting crunched for time.
Actually, it's Memorial Day. I don't have to go anywhere. Everybody's already here, so
Okay.
I can end it. I can end it here, or and but you can. We have enough time for it if you want to do it now.
Well, are you wanting to end it though? Is the thing. If we, I mean, I could probably gather some of my notes.
Give us your thoughts in the subspace communique section of the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could get some of my notes together. We could discuss a little bit of science and engineering. I know I owe Hungry Boy at least that much.
Oh, definitely. Well, I also owe like a lot of chat. I don't know where I was.
Well, the chat roundup, I think the last chat you read, if memory serves, and it usually serves because I'm not inebriated to the point of lack of function. I believe your last chat, I'm usually good with this, was from Donnie Pearson at 3:57 p.m. my time, so approximately 40 minutes ago, with timestamp 3:57 or 2:57 at yours. I also believe that not all generations of Power Rangers, not even Prino, short for Power Rangers in name only, and pronounced Rhino, are perfect lightning bolt emoji.
Dalek 451's chat is the last one I see starred. I think it's starred. I don't know if that's supposed to mean
It was
anything.
starred, but Mum is a lot better than she was.
I would just say, Jill, right now, if we're going to read all these chats, I estimate that we'll finish up sometime around this time tomorrow.
No, if we coalesce and work together, we can get through these chats.
Mikey, well, I'm just gonna start here.
We
I don't know
work
where.
together.
Here's a toast to all of you who so unselfishly donated to this most auspicious cause to help the great pop culture curator, says Basil Battle Dragon. Thank you, Basil.
Hail to you, Basil. I actually temporarily paused my Legionnaire membership to make a donation today. So yes. Cheers.
Oh, thank you so much, Shoni, for that.
I robbed somebody by the cash machine to get money to give the pop, and I advise everyone. No, just kidding. I wish I had. I wish I had more. Hey, come on! I'm Latino. I do these things.
No, but I was thinking that reminds me of Matt G. He says stuff like that too.
I'll be back on Legionnaire.
Does Matt G also live in a major city? Is that because like we kind
I really don't know.
If you live in a really big city and you just have to get along with people and stuff, you become sort of like very glib. You know, like you'll call someone that you never met before. It's like, yeah, what's going on, MFer? And they'll be like, MFer, how you doing? It's just like this is like just the way we act.
Yeah, this was the okay. So I'm back in the chat where Gorilla was eating.
All right, so are we
advanced by one
roundup, and that's going to give me time to get something together to present, or
yes.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know. I thought you wanted
do
to
your chat roundup first, and then that gives me time to get my notes together because I have this big disheveled pile of papers that I keep. So.
Did Gorilla pass out? Is that what I?
Oh no, yeah, Gorilla did pass out. I'll mute him. He'll unmute himself if he comes back.
Right, because what he can do is he can turn on his camera and wave his arms if he wakes up.
Yeah, he should. He could do that.
Leave a reminder in the private chat.
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
This is around the time I usually quit, and so maybe I should just read the chat and we can head on out.
Yeah, that should only take about 9 hours.
And if anyone else wants to stream and share.
Oh wait, I am doing a pre-show. I'm doing a pre-show before Pop Culture Guardians with Cardinal Sin. That was
cool.
My intent was to be here with you, and then whenever you wrapped up, I was going to open a show. And
see if I end soon, then you'll have plenty of time for that.
My goal was
okay. So I will sing the parting glass for if Donnie Pearson, if you're still in the chat, I'll sing that for you over there. And I will also remember Snoopy. when I sing it, and that's probably going to be my opening number before I get it people up there. If you guys want links, let me know. If you want to link Jill, if you want to link Teague, I'll send them to you.
I gotta hear. Yeah, I'd like to hear back from Gil just to make sure everything's still cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
in fact, that's another. I would like to invite Gil too, because the reason why I suggested it to Gil in the first place was to promote his show as a pre-show.
Well, what I was going to go on and watch a war movie, and people are currently voting on which war movie I should watch on YouTube, on Twitter. But if that stream later today goes down, I'll either blow that off or do it after.
Yeah, after would probably be good because
After,
I don't know.
yeah. So
Or before.
hang out with me, and then we'll go to Gil, and then I'll hang out with you after.
What the hell? I do 10 hours of streaming every Saturday. That's my life now.
That's a YouTube bar run. That's what I like to call it.
And sometimes I like to pretend that Mondays are Saturdays.
I know.
Tuesday is Saturday for me because I get to hear your excellent show.
Oh, thank you.
It is a great show.
Oh, right. Tomorrow I will be talking. Hopefully, Pop Culture can be here.
By the way,
about the Apple.
If you need me or any of my Saving Star Trek people, we are ready to come off the bench to help with your show. We'll go.
Thank you so much.
Likewise.
We increased the ranks of Saving Star Trek crew members by like manyfold. Ranks and seniority stay the same, but we brought on a whole bunch of extra people. Like I'm gonna love listening to some of these people have the conversations. Come to my channel where I do less talking and my panel does it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder which war movie is winning. It's Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. I voted for Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. And what was the other movie I put up there? It was Patton, Saving Private Ryan, and there was one more, right?
I don't remember the last one, but I know it was Patton and Saving Private Ryan. I voted for Saving Private Ryan.
It's a decent length movie. That's what I like about it. What I like about Patton is it's got a Jerry Goldsmith soundtrack.
That's also true. Damn.
Oh, it was Midway 2019 is the other movie. And by the way, that is a good movie. It's probably going to get its ass handed to it, though.
You can never go wrong with the soundtrack by Jerry Goldsmith.
Well, Jill, if you are free after my show, I'll send you a link. Or if you're free after your show, I'll send you a link to mine if you want to continue to hang out.
Okay, sure. We'll see. I don't know. I have to check in with the
wee ones.
3-dimensional world. Yes.
The wee ones,
Mark Hartman says,
as Ultron would call them, smaller humans. Sorry,
younglings.
Jill. Yes. Oh, let's not call them younglings. We know what happens to them.
Younglings have such a tragic.
Unless your name is Riva, your youngling life is not going to end with you becoming any kind of. One of my friends is a total normie, and he was like, people were all over this poor woman, and I'm like, I just want to tell you something, Bill. They were all. It was Disney saying people would be all over her months before we knew who would be in the show. You know, don't fall for that. Don't blame yourselves, people. It's Disney. It's not you.
I want to remind you, you just dox yourself with your first name, or at the very least, a shortened version. Be careful.
Okay. I think we all know that my real first name is.
Didn't he?
What? My name is Gerardo Roman.
There you go.
Yeah, but didn't she say that you gave away your address online?
I'm only kidding. I order pizza on the air when we do the marathons, but I turn off the mic, but I let the chat vote on the tip.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And I voted. I said $5 because I always give at least 15% of whatever.
Here's the thing: I'm always the pizza is $21.25, and I give them 25 and say keep the change, which I think is fairly fair because I'm one block from the pizza place. And on holidays or if it's raining, I give them another $1 more on top of that. So
I'm a block away too. But
I would point out that 25% of my chat says don't tip at all. So.
Yeah, they were cheapskates. I was just appalled at that.
I think they were just having fun with me.
Yeah, they're trolling.
They wanted people to spit on my next pizza. Meanwhile, in New York, you pay extra for that. But we're keeping Jill from the chat.
That's gross. Mark Harkness says Jeffrey Hunter was not a happy captain.
No, he wasn't.
No, but he was a very happy Jesus in that away mission where he impersonated a deity and went back to Roman times, Palestine. Have you ever seen that Star Trek movie?
Star Trek 5?
No, there's a movie where Jeffrey Hunter plays Jesus.
Praise
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
So I was joking around, like, you ever see that away mission where Captain Pike goes down to
It's
that
an away
planet?
mission.
Yeah. He goes, any Star Trek actor in any other movie is always an away mission.
Or a holodeck sim.
Like TJ Hooker, the away mission where Captain Kirk pretends to be a police officer in Los Angeles at the end of the 20th century during a fictional timeline that parallels the eugenics wars.
Mark Harkness says, now the Bruce Greenwood Pike was a good character, cheated by bad writing.
Yep.
Bruce Greenwood, who's that?
Bruce Greenwood is Kelvin Pike, but if you want to see him in a really good movie, see 14 Days with Kevin Costner. He plays John Fitzgerald Kennedy brilliantly, and like a lot of these poor people in New Trek and Kelvin Trek, he is a great actor. And I'm going to say that what happened was we saw what happened with Captain Shaw happen with Bruce Greenwood, is that a superior actor with great ability was able to do something with their Drek story. Because quite honestly,
exactly. Right. I could tell
go
that
ahead.
that actor is pretty good. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a Star? We have the right people here for a Star Trek hypothetical. Jill, let's say we have a planet. You saw Filthy Beyond, right? Into Darkness, rather. You saw Filthy Into Darkness.
Like once, yeah.
Let me ask you this. Yeah. Is it in character for the Pike we met in 2009 to be like, you saved all intelligent life on that planet and did the humane thing? That's why you're fired. I think the Federation might have disciplined him or docked him some non-pay or whatever, or like maybe taken him out of the. I don't think he would have lost his captaincy over that act of compassion.
No, it would have merited a suspension at the very most.
We know what he would have lost his captaincy over. It's like, why did you submerge your ship in the ocean? It looked cool coming out, sir. We were going to use the shot again in Tross. It's good in that. No, it sucks both times. You're going to get busted down to commander for that move.
It's like, seriously, what? You want to throw your ship underwater? Okay.
I didn't want to see that movie, and my date prevailed on me to go. And when we walked out, it didn't ruin the date. We've been dating for a while, but she was like, oh, wow, that movie was great. What did you think? And I was like, I think it fell off a cliff with Bones and Jim in the first 5 minutes and never fucking recovered. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And if I wasn't with you, I was going to walk out when Khan said his name because it was so stupid.
No, yeah, that was the only time I ever been to a theater where everybody groaned.
The other part was in my theater, like 2 people laughed.
Yeah, I'm sure there were people who left too.
You know what? The weirdest reaction ever in a theater was this. I was seeing Revenge of the Sith, and Anakin gets to that moment. He goes, "You're the Sith Lord," and 1/3 of the movie theater was like, "Whoa, no way!" And I was like, "Wow, people are really dumb." And I think like Disney must have had like quality control people there. They were already thinking about buying the franchise. Like, we can do anything we want if it involves the Emperor. They'll accept it.
Donnie Pearson says, "I love King of the Hill," and
that's why I tried to do Khan as Khan, but it was hard to do.
Hold on, I'll do this for Donnie right quick.
And Cardinal Sin's channel. Remember to
we love you too, Donnie. Lots.
No, Bobby.
Now remember to subscribe to Cardinal Sin's channel. He's having a show tonight about pop culture. So we'll see how much fun that's going to be.
I may be part of that show.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tweet. I have tweet from Gil himself indicating it. So I'm just reconfirming, which is a little thing I like to do here on YouTube.
Scotty R37 is set for that show too.
I don't think we have any problem.
No, not now.
We had it out, and I think that talking together honestly was a really good thing. I hold nothing against him and think he's a good guy. We simply hold different opinions on certain parts of Star Trek, and some people said some things that were maybe a little bit sophomoric at best about comprehensive knowledge versus assess. Yeah, I don't want to confront or put down anyone, and I'm on someone else's show in a way. So, I'm not a confrontational
Right, exactly.
person.
And he apologized for that.
He did apologize for it. And we've had a lot of fun with some of the things he said. Like when I say Admiral Teague, the liar who changes good Star Trek into bad. Like that's in good fun. But, you did say it on the show. So I don't think there's any hard feelings about that. I would expect a direct DM saying, that don't do that anymore if you didn't want. And I would abide by that. But I do think it's a funny little shtick for me. Like, hi, I'm Admiral Teague, and I will lie to you and change good Star Trek into bad.
Whoa. Sometimes.
The fact is, I can't change the Star Trek.
Jill. Oh.
Jill Nye, the science guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Heartbreak Ridge is a really good movie. The Goodbye Girl is Clint's love interest in that one, but that is.
Oh, can you read this for me? Can you read the chat and then
Sure.
respond to it?
Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division says, I watched Heartbreak Ridge last night. Good film. Surprised it took me this long to tie Clint Eastwood to Batman's voice.
Yes.
I guess that makes sense that he was an influence on the actor. Heartbreak Ridge is a good movie, although if you watch the sequence where the one guy is playing guitar and jumping from table to table, you'll notice his guitar is conspicuously not plugged in at all to anything.
Oh, so he's not really playing it.
He doesn't even have the remote wireless stuff. A quick piece of music trivia: wireless jacks for your guitar that so you don't need a cord to go directly to your amp were developed for the 1982 Rolling Stones tour because it was estimated that Keith Richards' guitar cord would have weighed 175 pounds for it to be as long as it needed to be for him to walk around the stage. And we all know Keith ain't lifting anything that can't be weighed in metric and bought for $100.
Yeah, I don't like to do heavy lifting myself. Lord Thoth said, "I gotta run. Have a great night."
Lord Thoth,
See you
you
later.
are a great guy, and we love your comments, and we love you.
Yeah, we do.
Live long and prosper, Lord Thoth.
I have a very tiny kitten in my hands. Don't mind me.
You have a little bit of. I'll just leave it right there.
Donnie Pearson says, I have always wanted to do a live stream of my own. If I do, then my first ever live stream would be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. Watch along.
Please let me join you for that.
Can I just say one of the things I love the most about this community is people like Donnie Pearson or even someone like a Quabi can talk about something that I didn't know a lot about and get me a little bit excited about it. Like I wasn't going to go see the Shazam movie, but the Clobbering Times before it, where he covered all the Shazam lore and history, that was like deeply interesting, man. Sometimes you guys can get me excited about stuff I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's what it's about, right? Open exchange of ideas.
Definitely. And Clobby is the best channel to go for your comic book lore and history and all of that. He's perfect also obviously for Star Trek as well. And and Saturday he has Saturday night Star Treks, and on Monday he has his comic book streams.
On the planet where the fugitive fleet sometimes hangs out, we have a Mount Rushmore of the people who most inspire us, and it's Clobby, Doomcock, and you, Jill.
Oh, thank you.
We
but
face
honestly,
your face into the mountain.
Clobby, Pop Culture Curator, and Cardinal Sin are all the people who inspired me to start my channel.
I was about to say on my Mount Rushmore, it would probably be Doomcock, Jill,
and Doomcock, of course.
That's a tough one. It would be no Clobby. And
I'll just be honest, my Mount Rushmore is just 4 pictures of me.
No, I was going to be the steering egotist, but I only have 202 subscribers. I want to hold on to them.
I had a nice little explosion.
Oh, we're supposed to hold on to subscribers.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure I lost a couple when I went after the Confederacy with that unifying comment. Oh no! Wow, a couple of people joined. 184 ships in Admiral Teague's fleet. Thank
Donnie
you
Pearson
all.
says Bruce Greenwood was in the 1999 Paramount picture Double Jeopardy.
He's a good actor. He's not served well by that script or what he's doing or the direction or anything, but he's a good actor.
And now I have a black kitty. Ooh. No, I have.
Oh, and Sean Carter's got to go. Got to run, everyone. Need to work soon. Going to check in on Bird of Prey. Oh, that's right. Everybody's got to go. They got to go to Bird's channel. I think I'm done here.
Oh, is Bird of Prey streaming? Then I don't know if I should stream.
Well, I mean, you can stream if you want to because it's a big internet out there. But I really love Bird of Prey 5. I don't like streaming over him either. It's always a difficult thing. You got to stream when you can, and whatever.
Well, I mean, I want to do a 200 subscribers celebration, but
It's rough for me on Fridays because I like to have Jill wrap up before I go on. But if it's still going, if she's gotten down to the last few comments, sometimes I have to launch. Sorry.
Hey Teague, if I were
That's
to
okay. I don't understand. I don't
would you
mind.
be coming around my way, or would you be going to Birds?
I think I could find time to come by your place for a while and maybe do a little bit of both. But Bird of Prey 5, certainly a worthy YouTuber, a great YouTuber, and he puts on a great show. Very interesting guy, and I'm doing pretty good at Birdle. I don't cheat at that one.
And Basil says, friends, I have to wave goodbye for now. I enjoyed it. I will keep up with the streams. I'm glad Oiler Greg told me about this.
By the way,
it is a ton of fun. Thank you.
I did make a promise that at the very least I was going to sing a song, so I may have a stream close. Like I want it to be a pre-show for Gil. I wanted to get the word out that we're going to be having a stream on Gil's channel later.
Yeah, so tell us about your channel and what you have coming up.
Oh, are you caught up with live stream already?
Yeah, well, I read every chat in my head, but I didn't read every single one out loud because of the flow of the show. The flow of the show has to flow.
My poor baby.
But I do appreciate every single chat that comes in. I love all of them. Thank you so much.
Who's hissing at me right now because he's never been held before.
That's where the anti-derivative Jill super chat catch-up show will be on Wednesday.
Yeah, I will read every chat that I didn't read today for 3 hours. I'm not doing that.
All right. Anyway, so let me put the cat down. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to be opening the doors a little bit in here in a little bit. Just recently bridged the gap at 202 now. Apparently somebody joined whenever we were on the air here. So thank you, random citizen. You're great. I'm going to be doing a reviewing series called I Died for This. And it's going to be a comprehensive series of as Tony Stark looking at the universe that I'm saving with the snap. And because I have the time stones, I have all the time in the world before, I die. And I see it's going to start with Black Widow and it's going to go all the way through phase 4 and unfortunately phase 5. And it's going to be a better format than the format that I tried with the salvaging run. Yes. And I have a Jarvis whom I will be arguing with.
I thought that the salvaging run was fruitful, but the smartest thing you did was listen to everybody's feedback. I hope you kept that upload because you had 3 or 4 creators on there giving you ideas.
Oh yeah, I didn't delete it. No.
Yeah, I liked what you did though. It's just I don't think you had a lot to work with that bad movie.
No, it was kind of hard. But the movies that I'm reviewing from the MCU going forward are going to all be pretty much worse by default. So I think you'll like what I'm going to be pumping out here in the next few weeks to month. And other than that, I do have a show on Sundays called Live from New York, where I just hang out and chill, and we talk about anything and everything that we love and like, and et cetera, and and then I may be bringing back the Stark Saturday matinee. In fact, I am, and because I am at 200. I just remembered. I'm introducing an arch nemesis to my channel. I will not deliver its name until the video of its introduction is finished. And I am bringing back Stark Saturday Matinee, which is a one-man variety show where I sing parody songs and do voices. It's very akin to another show. And I am also opening a Patreon with an only $2 tier. When I get to 300 subscribers, I will create a $3 tier, $5 tier, $10 tier, and so on, called the Building the Business Rebuilding Stark Industries platform. So only the rank of new intern will be available. If you join at that level, you will get a free ringtone and will be shouted out during future battles with said arch nemesis coming down the pipeline. So I got a lot of good stuff coming up now that I've bridged. I crossed the border I didn't think I was going to cross. So now I've made all of these promises and I'm going to make through with them. Yay!
Yeah, that's the best thing to do is to set your deadlines.
So yeah, so I got a lot of work to do. I need to open that Patreon tonight and all that stuff. I'll probably do that after Gil.
Okay, so Admiral Teague had a good idea to say how much. So this live stream alone helped raise $292 for Pop Culture Curator, which is really good. Overall, that brought the total up to $1,150. So thank you so much for everybody who's helping him out with what he needs to survive this terrible thing that's befallen him and everything. So actually, there was a comment here in the chat that I thought said it well. Where is it here? Pop, please read the info I sent you. Honestly, sir, I'm worried about you. I want you to beat this thing. I know it can be beat. May God bless you with his infinite mercy and love towards mankind.
That is very sweet.
And grant you the healing you desire and deserve.
And you know, if this Star Trek punditry thing, you would think that it would be less competitive, but it's not. It's a little competitive, but one of the people that I've never minded having I've never had any problems with, and it's always been like a very, very friendly sort of rivalry, and I've learned a lot from the man, is Pop Culture Curator. I've learned more. This man has forgotten more about Star Trek than I'll ever know.
And Donnie Pearson says, well, I must go now as well. Thank you, Jill. God bless our troops. And remember, no matter which side you're on, we're all human beings. I love you all.
Donnie Pearson, check out my show. I'm going to sing that song for you, buddy.
And feel free to check out my before and after reaction series anytime. I welcome disagreements. May the power protect you all, says Donnie.
And you as well. May the power protect you.
And I'm sorry I brought up that stigmatizing political talk from 165 years ago.
Don't worry about it.
Never again will these words leave my mouth. I swear, as a graduate of Jackson Roykirk High School,
You dox yourself. You dox yourself hard.
It's not a real.
It's not a real high school. Now I'm doxing myself.
Roy Kirk is the person who created the changeling probe, the nomad probe.
And I caught Jill off guard, like she was trying to do two things at once, as we all know during our streams. And she's reading my chat while she's doing something else, and she's just like, Admiral Teague says this episode really upsets me because I went to Jackson Roykirk Memorial High School, and our team was the Nomads. And she's like, really? Wait, no.
It functions irrationally.
That would be Admiral Teague.
Nomad wouldn't know what to do with you.
A mass of conflicting impulses.
Can you send me that? Can you send me that video for my show? Also, do you still have "She Was Attacked by a Robot" to play since I'm here?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. No, I probably
two would chain together.
I'll just say it. You ready? She was attacked by what was essentially a robot. That's the life story of New Jack Crusher. Oh, why was Bev so mad at Picard for being her boyfriend and liking her? I don't understand that part. You liked me and you dated me. And he's like, I was attracted to you. I couldn't help it. Beta, please explain attraction to Bev. She's no longer human.
Okay. Well, I do want to head out now. I think this is a good moment to do that. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, I will be streaming. Hopefully we'll get to see Pop Culture Curator review the Apple with us. If not, thank you guys for supporting him and whatever and what he's doing. Well, we know what he's doing. Well, I don't know. I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at this stuff.
We're looking forward to welcoming. This is what you say, Jill. You ready? We're looking forward to welcoming Pop Culture Curator back to his full-time role here, anti-derivative Star Trek review show, as soon as possible. And between now and then, if he needs a hand, we'll be here, maybe doing this again. And
yes,
we're love you.
Here. Yeah, we love you, Pop Culture. We're here for you. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Captain's log, stardate 3715.3. Our investigation of Gamma Trianguli 6 has suddenly turned into a nightmare.
Captain! The tricorder readings are totally inefficient.
careful where you throw your rocks, Mr. Spy.
It's over there, that way. I never saw anything like...
I am the eyes of all.